Hello, everyone. I forgot to unmute, but here we are. I'm on the internet. I can be seen. I can be heard. I'm pretty nervous, but that's okay, because we are here with, once again, another one-shot in Chaotic Lawful Pro Bono week. This one is my first one that I'll be running, and also my first ever game that I'll be running that is not D&D 5th edition, so I'm excited. I hope you are too, and we've got some amazing players lined up for us today. If you didn't know yet, we are doing all of this for charity, which means we have like a nice donation goal over there that is actually the goal towards our third stretch goal of 2,000 euros raised, which is already just crazy. That stretch goal will mean that we have a friendly GM coming in that all of you donors can win a game with, as we've already seen with Harlan, who was the first stretch goal, so that's pretty exciting. As always, everyone who donates gets entered into our pool of prizes that will be pulled after the games next week. So for just donating at all, and for every 10 euros you donate after that, you will get one entry. So at 10 euros, you already have two. We are collecting for the WHO COVID Relief Fund, Mind UK, and the Equal Justice Initiative, three really great charities, and I'm very excited to be collecting for them. And I'm excited to be running my first game! My gosh, it's exciting. We're gonna go into space with the game Lasers and Feelings, which is a one-page RPG based on, well, you might have guessed, lasers and feelings. We're going to meet our cast soon. I just want to remind you that if you want to know anything more about Pro Bono Week, you can type those chat commands over there into the chat and learn about our causes, learn how you can donate, and how you can win prizes. And as always, during the break, we'll do a nice giveaway of the Loot Table's Slim Dice Vaults, which are exclusive to their upcoming Kickstarter and to our giveaway currently, so you might be one of the first people ever to own one of those fancy dice vaults. I'm pretty excited, and I hope we're going to have a nice improv game. Without further ado, let's switch over to our players. Okay, that's the wrong screen. It's already starting great. I am good at multitasking, like a normal person. Alright, hello everyone. You're unmuted, and you are on the screen! Look at you! Hello. Welcome to Lasers and Feelings, where we will play with lasers and with feelings, sometimes at the same time. I'm Lorai. I'm your dungeon master for today. I'm at Lawmaster Lorai on Twitter, and I'm the owner of this Twitch channel that you are currently watching. So if you're following, or if you make the decision to sub, you are supporting me and my endeavors. Usually, we are currently doing Pro Bono Week for some amazing charities to give back to the TTRPG community and to just, the world. I guess I wanted to do something good. And yeah, at the end of the stream, I'll let you know a couple projects that I've got coming up that are pretty cool. But right now, Cloud, would you like to introduce yourself again?
Again, hello, I'm Cloud. If you watched the last one shot, you would have seen me DMing, but now I am a player in this sci-fi game, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that was an amazing one shot, by the way. If you didn't catch it, watch the VOD. Like, totally worth it. Very exciting. Iron Bear. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi. My name is Iron Beard Stone. I'm a fledgling TTRPG writer. I am kind of working on stuff, but nothing I'm willing to show to the world yet. But I'm sure I'll get over that soon enough.
Alright, amazing. Thank you. And I think we lost the camera.
We did lose Frankie. Yeah.
Frankie, no.
back.
It's okay.
Someone
Hi.
threw her out of the hatch.
Now I'm in my frame, but my arm is in Frankie's frame. Hi. We're already starting off with a sci-fi.
Frankie was the imposter. There you go.
Frankie was the imposter, yeah. People are complimenting your makeup, I think, Blue. It does look amazing.
A lot. Yeah.
Ooh, I can do magic.
We're
Just waiting for that camera feed to come back. What would be a TTRPG stream without tech issues?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would it really be a
Question is, where is it going to put Frankie?
Yeah.
Is she still in the call? Or did she... Ah, there we
Yeah,
are.
there you go. Oh, in place. Perfect.
Nice.
I'm back. My home. Ah, great. We're just waiting for that camera feed to come back because you're up next with our introduction, so I'll wait for you. No rush. Or actually, in the meantime, Blue, would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, well, yeah, can do. Hi, I'm Blue. I do various TTRPGs. I'm in a couple of campaigns. I do various one-shots. And I also mess around with makeup.
Hey. It looks amazing.
Yeah, I need to do my UV stream at some point, and I've got some UV horns.
Nice.
Ooh.
Well, we'll just wait until our last player gets back, but in the meantime, I can explain to you a little what the game of Lasers and Feelings is. It is a one-pager RPG. I've actually got it printed out right here for me to run with, where the player characters build their characters from a couple of archetypes, and that's really all they get to go on. It can get as crazy or as regular as you want. And most of our dice rolls, actually all of our dice rolls, will be done with d6s and roll for lasers or for feelings. Each player has a score, basically measuring how affiliated they are with lasers or with feelings, or somewhere in the middle from 1 to 5. And if we're rolling for feelings, they'll want to roll above their score, which means that the feeling scores are pretty low. And if you are rolling for lasers, you'll want to roll below your score on every d6 that you roll, which means that your score would be pretty high if you want to be pretty good at that. If one dice is a success, you barely manage and you get a complication. If 2 dice are a success, you just succeed, good job. And if 3 dice succeed, so if you're an expert and you're prepared and you're rolling or someone's helping you, then you get a critical success. And if you roll exactly your number on any d6, you get a laser feelings, which means you get to ask me a question. We are currently the crew of a spaceship. Frankie, would you like to introduce yourself before we go in? Frankie, can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I didn't know who you were talking to because it just cut me off again
Oh,
and put me
sorry.
back in.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Frankie. I'm half of Critting Pretty on Twitter and quite frankly on Twitter. I'm just a creative here to roll some dice.
Nice. It's great to have you here. Thank you for coming today. And we'll be going straight onto the ISSA Void Runner, which is the spaceship that our crew finds themselves on today. The Captain Stirbuck, or Stirbuck, I think is the name that we've chosen, has unfortunately fallen ill with a strange space disease literally known as something else, which means that they are currently very much out of the running and recovering in a medical pod in the medical bay with where our doctor is hopefully taking care of them, but perhaps our doctor will also be pulled into some adventures. Our Dr. Garrick. We are on currently not on a mission. The crew of the Void Runner has just finished their last mission on one of the further outreaches of the galactic conglomerate, the ISSA, which stands for the Interstellar Scout Ship Alliance, that your ship is currently a part of, which means that you are partially governed by a sort of intergalactic government, but you are mostly left to run your own missions as you please. You currently have some time off as you're trying to figure out a way to take care of your captain, and it has come now the time that you think you're not going to find a cure anytime soon, and you are going to have to start thinking of appointing an interim captain or a new captain. Cloud, would you like to introduce your character?
Sure. So I am playing Trailblaze, an android explorer that was created to discover new worlds. He enjoys his job quite thoroughly, but he started to get a strong desire to figure out if there's anything more to his life beyond just discovering uncharted worlds. He's friendly and trusting of most people he meets, and he is more focused on lasers than feelings, but not quite only lasers focused.
Nice. Iron Bear, who are you playing today?
I am playing Dr. Garrick Surcroft, human from a pretty war-torn planet who is very well versed in medicine, mostly dead things, but he's trying to prove to himself and everyone that he can also take care of live patients.
That sounds very safe. Thank you. Frankie, who will you be playing today?
But I am playing Jolene Marks. I'm a divorced socialite who likes a luxury lifestyle, hates her ex-husband, and became an accidental envoy just from getting around.
Very nice, thank you. And last but not least, Blue.
Hey, I'm Cooks. I'm about 2 feet tall. I'm strong as fuck. I've got 4 arms, and I'm pretty good with a gun. Or 4. That's just a little joke for you there.
All right, nice. Thank you. As you are jetting about on your spaceship, it is up to us now to appoint some qualities to the spaceship you are sailing through the galaxy on. We have to pick 2 strengths that it has and 1 weakness. So, crew, have you thought about what would be fitting strengths for your spaceship?
I think speed was one we discussed,
Yeah.
so that's probably
Go
an easy
faster
one.
stripes.
Yeah, it is the Void Runner, not the Void Walker. Alright,
Yeah.
so it is fast.
That's.
Alright, and what other quality does it have?
Guns.
Guns?
Lots of
Well
guns.
armed.
Guns,
Well
guns, guns.
Well armed?
Yeah.
Alright, alright. A fast, well-armed ship. Great for blasting baddies. But you better not get hit. Alright. What is the weakness or the problem that your ship has? It could be a fuel hog, it could have only 1 medical pod that the captain would currently be occupying. It could have horrible circuit breakers, which would cause problems during combat, or it could have a grim reputation. Captain Starbuck could have done some terrible things in the past.
I feel like Grim Reputation fits Captain Starbuck quite well.
Yeah, definitely. All that chaos.
Okay.
Especially if he dies from something else.
Oh yeah. Captain Starbuck in her exploits has gotten quite the reputation for chaos. Right. No one ever knows whether they can rely on her today or whether they can't. Because some days she will die for you, and some days you will die for her. Alright, now that we've got our ship set up, I will set the scene. You, as representatives of your parts of the ship, Quooks for the defensive and the offensive parts of the ship, Garrick as the doctor, Trailblaze as the general explorer and crew contact, and Jolene as the outside contact and the envoy, are meeting with some other crew on the deck of the ship, where on the control deck, where there are people sitting behind holographic panels currently controlling various functions of the ship that even in passive flight still have to be watched, just so you don't end up flying into a loose meteor or, God forbid, a planet again. And you are currently discussing what to do about the captain situation. Are you going to appoint a new captain? Are you going to appoint an interim captain? What's going to happen?
I am not really captain material, but perhaps we can put Croc forward. Strong leader.
I'm not going to do it, am I, darling?
Well, someone has to do it.
Yeah, I don't know. You're pretty good at talking. Captains need to do that, don't they?
I've never flown anything in my life. I can
Well, you don't need to
talk,
do the
sure.
flying. That's what the pilot's for.
I can fly the ship.
Actually, that is what the pilot's for. That's me.
Oh.
Hi.
There you go.
You've known me for 3 years.
I forget things sometimes. My memory modules can get a little jiggled.
You
That's
just do it so well that we forget you're here sometimes.
Thank
It's
you.
like the ship flies itself.
I try.
Appreciate it.
But the captain's not running anything but a fever, so should probably figure something out soon.
Well, I'll put all of my hands in the air and say I don't think I'm particularly appropriate as a captain.
You are stronger than us.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But not too hot on the making decisions things, eh?
Oh.
Unless the decision's, shooting.
Well, shooting things is sometimes a valid decision.
I mean,
I've seen it work enough times.
if you want to make me captain, I'm not going to say no, but I just don't think it's the best idea.
Interim captain, perhaps. Not the permanent deal.
You could be like on a probation, darling.
I don't rightly know what that means, I'll be honest.
You know, like a trial.
Oh, so it's like a test?
Yeah.
Of sorts.
So it's like a challenge?
Challenge, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I like that. I like a challenge.
All right. Okay.
Well, that's decided then. Wonderful.
The rest of the crew around you just like nods to your judgment. They're like, yeah, sure. None of them particularly wants to step up for this job since, what happened to the last captain and the reputation you've accrued across the galaxy. So, Quux. The captain's seat
Great.
is quickly filled with a couple pillows so you can reach the control panels in front of it. At your 2 feet height, you are way smaller than the 7 foot tall Captain Starbuck, who, in her alien form stands pretty tall. And the captain's seat is yours. The one of the deckhands that stands here usually to make sure that the captain is well taken care of and that messages are brought around the ship, just comes up to your side, kind of sidles up to you and says, well, new captain, what's your first order?
I think my first order is to get someone to explain to me how fucking feet and meters work, because I was meant to say 2 meters and not 2 feet. So actually, I am about the same height as Starbuck.
All right.
Is a slight difference.
Slight difference. Yeah. Okay.
Amazing.
Let's just say that your logs on the ship that all of the crew have for the doctors say 2 feet accidentally. Yeah, this relatively young man just like
2 meters.
stands at attention, just waiting. So where are we going, Captain?
And she just like looks around at the others. Did we have a plan?
I don't remember what our last mission was. As I said, my memory core seems to be failing, so someone will check that. But I do have my creator I'd like to discover, if everyone is okay with that.
I suppose if we ask the doctor, Doc, is there anything we have to do to help the captain in any way, or are we good to just do whatever we want?
Well, far be it from me to tell the interim captain what to do, but finding their creator might not be a terrible idea. Some extra eyes on the captain's condition might not be the worst idea in the world. She's relatively stable, but I can't be certain how long that's going to hold.
That doesn't sound like very good medical advice, but I suppose that's the best we got to go on.
All I give is medical advice. I can never guarantee that it'll be good.
Wow.
He gave you a disclaimer.
One of the navigators from behind the panel kind of like turns her feathered head towards you and says, "You can always ask Issa for, a mission." Issa, you know, as the interstellar scout ship alliance that you are a part of. Or for help with the captain. I mean, far be it from me to tell the interim captain and her friends what to do. Their friends.
Oh. It's really helpful, actually. Pilot?
Navigator.
Navigator? Sorry. And
You've
she
known me for
shoots
4
all four
years.
finger guns at her, like, yeah, I knew that.
Oh, please don't point any guns at me, fake or real.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry. I know I can be a bit threatening sometimes. Didn't mean to do that.
No, you're fine.
I
Happy to
think
have
she's.
you, Captain.
I think she's being sarcastic.
Wait.
You are a lot more threatening since that growth spurt you had.
I'm telling you, the forms were really confusing. I suppose we can contact Isa then. Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm the captain. Yeah. Contact Isa. That's decisive.
As you yell that into the room, one of the communications people just turns around like, oh, that's me. Okay, and starts like typing on their keyboard. What unit do you want me to patch you through to, Captain?
Jolene, do you know anything about that?
Normal one.
The help desk. Okay, got you. Okay. And you hear her speaking into a comms unit. Hello, help desk. This is Aris from the Issa Void Runner. We are currently in quadrant 42B3678, and we are asking for a potential new mission or any updates. Additionally, our captain has a message and a question for you. Can I page you through? And you hear a voice. Wait, is Quux actually? Is a she her? Because I keep saying she her. Okay, good. All right. You hear the voice from the answering, probably help desk worker on the other side answer, "Hello, Isa Voice Void Runner. You are very welcome. The queue is currently 43 parsecs long. If you wouldn't mind waiting."
Do I know how long a parsec is?
No, you can roll the lasers.
All right, just
Let's
one.
roll.
Are you an
D6?
expert or prepared for this?
Absolutely, I'm an explorer. I'm definitely expert in this.
Okay, then you can roll 2d6.
All right, but I'm not prepared because I'm still thinking about my memory module. All right, 2 6s. That is not good.
2 6s. Oh boy, that's 2 failures.
Oh no.
43 parsecs. It sounds like a long time. Maybe like 2 light years?
That's a really long time, Captain. I don't think we should wait that long. May as well just get on with our job.
Oh. Okay.
Thank you
Sure.
for waiting. I will now page you through to the particular unit.
Oh, that
Oh.
one. Yeah. Never mind. I'm just gonna walk, like, turn around and look busy.
Hello, ISA Help Desk. This is Ayana. How may I help you?
Hello. I'm Cooks. I'm the temporary captain of this ship, and I'm wondering if there's any jobs in the area.
And what ship is that and what area is that?
This is the Void Walker. No, Void Runner.
Void walk owner going slowly.
this is the Void Walker, and
Is it the Void Walker or the Void
Runner.
Runner. Okay.
Void Runner. Void Runner. This is
Okay, thank
definitely
you.
the Void Runner.
Yes.
And we are in, and she like points at the navigator like.
Quadrant 43B 3678.
Did you catch that?
Yes, I did, thank you. And you are looking for missions in the area, and you had one additional question.
Oh, yeah. Our captain's commander, she's a little under the weather. So we're wondering if there is anyone in the area who could help.
And which captain would that be, and what is her condition? Their condition.
Captain Starbuck. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not entirely sure.
All right.
I've got a lot of teeth. And she's currently and finger guns at the dock.
She's currently afflicted with we've been calling it something else.
Something else.
Yes.
Let me search my databank. Yes, something else. The disease has lately been befalling primarily aliens of the Uruks race. Is your captain part of that?
That's an excellent question. And he looks around for a second to try and find some confirmation on someone else's face.
I will let you roll lasers if you want to know. For sure.
Is that how many d6s is that?
1 unless you are prepared or an expert in this field. Since you are a medical expert, I would say at least 2d6.
But at least we hope.
Well, Garrett probably should have read some kind of medical chart for the captain,
Mm-hmm.
but he's trying to remember the medical chart.
Uh-huh.
So, would that get him the extra d6?
You are an expert because you are a doctor, yeah. So just roll 2d6.
So
You'll want to roll below your number.
I got a 1 and a 5.
Okay. Is that... I don't know what your numbers are, so you're gonna have to tell me whether it's...
His number was a 3.
Okay, so you've got 1 success and 1 failure. Yeah. Alright, you do remember that, Captain Starbuck is not part of that alien race. He is, in fact, part of the Kalya.
So Garrick says, no, she's a part of the Collier race, I believe.
Alright.
Tries to sound as confident as possible.
That is very strange in that case. We cannot currently provide you with any cure because that would be unknown territory. I am sorry. There are currently no medical specialists in your area. You would have to make your way closer to the center of the galaxy to solve that problem. However, we do have a current request for a ship near you. It seems that some kind of pirated ship is going towards a planet with malicious intent, we've heard. It is an unexplored planet, so we do not know what is there, nor do we know what they seek there.
This sounds dangerous. I feel like finding my explorer, my creator, would be much safer and healthier for the crew. And benefit us all.
I'm sorry, Captain, are you still there?
Hello. Yeah. I'm here. Yeah. I'm just consulting the crew to find out whether we want to take up this expedition.
Well, on the bright side, you get to shoot things.
Maybe your creator's on that planet.
That is a possibility, however unlikely. Seems okay to me.
Jolene, I'm
Oh, yeah.
aware that you no longer are tied down. Perhaps you could find a burly pirate.
At the end of the day, darling, if there's money there, I'll go.
Oh, well, if they're pirates, they'll definitely have, well, not definitely, but they'll probably have booty, yeah? We all agreed? Yeah?
Captain, I'm not sure I was supposed to listen in on that conversation. You might have muted your comms.
Oops. We'll take it. We'll take the mission.
Alright, your prime objective will be to recover the pirated ship if in any way possible. If it is not possible, please salvage the valuable parts as indicated by your own ship chart, and however you see fit to deal with the pirates themselves is up to you. If there is anything interesting to be discovered on the planet, please patch it through to ISA as soon as you can, and good luck.
All right. Thanks.
I will send those coordinates right over to you as along with some research on the something else plague, so that your doctor might attempt to synthesize a cure for the Kalia specifically. Let me see. You are quite far away, so I can send the coordinates now, but the cure information might take a bit. But you just sit tight, and it'll arrive eventually.
Sweetie?
Alright, have a good galactic day. I've been Ayana. If you want to provide me with a good review, please stay on the line. And goodbye.
Okay, I will not be doing that. Goodbye.
You hang up. And you have a mission.
Yay.
Yay!
I think you just did the captain thing very, very well for your first time.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Thanks, buddy.
You've got this. Maybe next time if we mute the
Oh,
console. But other than that, fabulous.
yeah, you'll have to remind me.
I can do that.
Oh man. Alright. So you give the coordinates to your navigator. It'll be a couple hours journey, so you have time to prepare however you want. For whatever you're going to encounter on this planet. You could do research, you could prepare your ship, you could talk to the crew and decide, if you're going to have to leave the ship, who you're going to bring, everything like that. So what would you like to do?
As it's space pirates, I suggest we work on the weaponry to protect ourselves and our ship.
Do you mean shooting from the ship or
I think we start with the ship and we can work on ours if we have time.
all right, yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. I can work on that. That's kind of my forte.
Wonderful.
Alright.
Anything else? Anyone?
Being the socialite I am, would I know anyone from this planet?
It is a planet that is undiscovered by ISA, but you might have been there, so roll me a feelings roll. To search your mind. You've also got
I rolled a 6.
a donation for chaos, a 6. Okay, well, would you be an expert or would you be prepared for this? You have to ask yourself before you roll.
I might be prepared for this. I'm not sure I would be an expert.
Okay, how would you be prepared?
Just by knowing stuff. No, I don't know. Maybe not.
Alright. Okay, so you rolled a 6, that is a success. You do actually know some people on this planet. In fact, this might be the place where Norman's mom lives.
Oh.
Oh my god. It's Planet Megabitch.
Which,
Is that the official name?
Yeah, that's canon.
It
Adding-
is absolutely named that now.
Planet
Adding that to
Megabitch.
my logs as we speak.
As you speak, you seem to fly through some sort of temporal anomaly as from your ceiling, rubber ducks start raining down for a couple seconds.
I'm not on the bridge very often. Is this normal?
Captain,
The rest of the crew kind of like shield their keyboards to stop ducks from falling on top of them. No, Captain.
If I was the kind to take a bath, this would be very exhilarating, but that's not within my programming.
I think we might have hit some sort of chaos field, Captain.
Oh,
Captain, make it stop. They just knocked the cigarette out of my hat.
oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll shield you with my many arms. How's that?
That's great. Just as
They
fast as
must
it
be useful
began,
having so many.
the rubber ducky gay rain is over. You remember Captain Starbuck used to seek out these chaos fields on purpose.
Sounds
Doc.
about.
Did
Hey,
she
Doc, do you
do
think
something to the navigation to make us go through these?
You would have to ask the navigator.
Yeah, I absolutely asked the navigator.
Okay, so you walk out to the navigator, who is part of a bird folk-like race. You know her as Finn. She's currently just sitting, typing the new coordinates into the system. She doesn't notice you at first.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, hi. How can I help you?
Didn't mean to startle you. I had a question. You
Yes.
didn't think that the captain would have done something like, say, altered the navigation system to make us go through these ridiculous chaos fields?
Well, if that would have happened, then that would have had to happen through me.
And you wouldn't. Well, did she order you to do something like that?
Roll me a feelings roll.
Ooh.
Okay. So, just one?
If you decide whether you're an expert or prepared for this and why.
Oh, Garrett probably.
Oh, you dropped out at the end of your sentence.
Oh, he's probably not. But that's a 4.
A 4, and your score is?
3.
Okay, so that is a success. You can you see that talking to this person, you'll probably want to be a little kind, to coax her into telling you what you need to hear. So, you kind of like make your eyes look a little kinder and you lean down a bit to be at the same eye height as her, and she like, yes, sir. She did.
I thought so. Listen, you're not in trouble. But
Okay.
being as we have a new captain, and a new captain is more of a no-nonsense individual, she can be kind of intense, but if you could change that, just regular navigation, take us around these kind of anomalies, I'm sure everybody on board would really appreciate it.
Captain Starbuck also made me code in that if the, setting was ever decoded, that it would cause some extra chaos surges, so I don't know which is better, sir.
Of course
Huh.
you did.
Perhaps we can go with manual navigation for the time being then.
She turns around to the pilot, who is a very young man, like probably in his 20s, which for an intergalactic pilot is very young. So he probably just got out of training, or maybe he's still interning. You're not really sure, because the captain did these things like all the time, like just hire people who may or may not be inept at their job. And she looks at him and says, "Are you sure? I would."
Garrick looks over at him and then back at her. You know, I'm not so sure anymore, actually.
Uh, I can try to set it that we only steer into chaos fields when someone donates 10 euros in chat. I can make it less frequent.
I think I heard the fourth wall breaking. But
What? What's that?
The interdimensional wall.
Yeah, let's I'll deal with the captain once she's up and around then. But I do thank you for your candor.
Thank you, sir, for understanding. She turns back and goes back to typing in the coordinates. You see the pilot kind of like lounging back in his chair. Well, you would expect the journey to start, he's just like hanging back, just looking around at the stars around him. Alright, what do you do to prepare?
So we should probably take some of these ducks and take them to the captain, because I think she'd appreciate those in a time of need.
I think so too.
Alright.
Fill
I
my
don't know that these will
ducks as we can.
improve her medical condition, but
Alright, it's up to you, Doctor, whether or not you're gonna let people in to visit the captain.
well, apparently this thing is this plague is supposed to be something a singular race was catching, and now somebody else has it.
Yes.
So I would probably bet on some sort of mutation. I can't say for sure how far. So if you all want to walk in and potentially expose yourselves, I won't stop you, but I would generally recommend against it.
You could keep the medical pod closed, they could like knock on the glass.
Got a glass, wave a ducky.
Walk in with an armful of ducks.
The worst aquarium experience.
Well, I mean, she did like navigate us into these chaos storms, so I'm sure she would appreciate random rubber ducks.
Yeah, and Trailblaze here is my good buddy here is is an android, isn't he? So he'll be fine.
I can't catch diseases. I don't believe, anyway. I fill my arms up and walk in.
Alright. You make your way through the silver and chrome hallways of the ship, interspersed with like weird color combinations that Captain Starbuck liked to add at every stop. She just hired a random painter off the street, or maybe it wasn't even a painter, just someone who could slap some paint on a ship and just let them into the ship. And, so that makes the inside of the ship modern art, I guess you could call it. It's kind of this graffiti of different colors and different murals, and as you walk through the halls, some you love, some you hate, you come to the medical bay, where several medical pods stand lined up, and one of them is filled with the familiar form of Captain Starbuck, 7 feet tall, currently looking much smaller than she usually does, and much less intimidating, as she seems to be unconscious.
I'm gonna put my head against the glass.
Thunk.
Hey, Captain, can you hear me? Captain? Captain? I bought rubber duckies.
My heart. There's no response initially,
Really
but
bad.
when you say I brought rubber duckies, there's like a slight stir of the head.
I knew it. The rubber duckies are your favorite. I'm gonna look around. Is there anyone around?
No, you went in alone.
Can I open the medical pod?
Roll me a laser check to see if you have the capability to do that.
All right. Would I be an expert because I'm an android and I'm pretty good with machinery?
Sure.
I'm unprepared because I wasn't expecting to open
Yeah.
it. It was just a last-minute decision.
Random.
A 2 and a 5.
A 2 and a 5. So what's
And
your
I'm a
score?
4. I'm a 4.
Okay, so you want one success and one failure. All right.
Interesting.
As you open the medical pod successfully by, you've looked at the combinations and you've pretty much assured yourself of the fact that the doctor uses the same combination everywhere. So you just type the same combination the doctor just used to open the door for you on the medical pod, and it opens. And it slides open.
It is absolutely 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. And as it opens, you can see kind of like this reddish mist start to come from the out-breaths of the captain as it starts slowly but surely spreading out, like 1 foot outwards, 2 foot outwards, 3 feet outwards, slowly into the rest of the medical bay.
I'm just gonna throw the duckies into the medical pod.
Okay.
As many as I can fit in, and then I'm gonna close it again.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna walk around with my hands trying to disperse them.
As you're walking around, you dump the duckies and you get distracted by the red mist, so you don't even look at what the captain's doing at the moment. And as you disperse it around, like towards the air vents and alarms, you can see a red light start flashing, like contamination, contamination.
I've made a miscalculation.
And you
at this
hear
point.
this all across the ship. Most loudly, you guys standing in the hallway currently just waiting for Trailblazer to return. As the second, like, protective door slides over the usually, like, normal glass door of the medical pod, and you are currently medical bay, and you are currently locked in by yourself.
I'm gonna walk into the glass door and put my face against me, like, I think I'm trapped.
Yeah, there's now a glass door and, like, a metal bar section over it to keep people from entering in and out. But you can hear, like, his muffled words coming through the glass.
I'm going to pretend to be getting contaminated. I'm gonna, like, fall to my knees dramatically. And, like, I'm dying. Help me! And just...
Oh no.
Slide to the ground.
I've seen enough people die to know that nobody actually does that.
I mean, I've seen plenty of people die, but like, it's an android, isn't it? Could die like that. We don't know.
Could be in his programming.
Absolutely.
Is it also in his programming to touch things when he shouldn't touch things? And he kind of taps at the glass to punctuate his words.
Open one eye and look and be like, "Am I falling for it?"
As you tap the glass, you Trailblazer, hear this as from behind you comes a tap on the glass back.
What is it?
As the captain seems to be reacting to the noise going on around her. Which is incredibly loud alarms, but since you're an android, your ears don't get hurt by it because you don't have ears. But inside the medical bay, the alarms are just ear-piercing and continuous, just contamination,
Would I know how to fix it? Actually, I'll go ask the captain. I'll run over to the captain's phone. Like, Captain!
You can see, like, seems to be some kind of half-conscious as her face just rears back and forth and her hands, like, loosely grasp at the rubber duckies that you just, like, yeeted onto her chest. Doesn't seem to be very responsive.
Damn it. Captain, I think I made a mess. Do you know how I can clean it up? Metaphorically speaking, of course.
As you're thinking, you can roll me a laser check first. I would say just one die.
Alright. It's a 3, so it's under 4, so it's a 6.
Okay, good. You could probably patch into the system of the ship to at least turn off the alarm. Whether that would fix the rest, you're not sure. But you're an android, so you can just interact
I'll take
with the
out
ship.
my android finger that kind of turns into like a little probe, stick it into the computer, and attempt to shut the alarm off for now.
Okay, as you put your finger into the ship's interface for the first time you've ever done this, you've always just like wandered around the ship, been happy-go-lucky and let the tech people deal with the tech, you know?
I've been tempted.
And as you plug your finger in, you hear a voice in your head say, "Oh, hi, I'm Geraldine. Who are you?"
Oh, hi, Geraldine. I
Hi.
am Trailblaze.
Trailblaze, that's a great name.
I didn't come up with it, but thank you.
Oh, I picked my own name.
Oh, where are you? I can hear you, but I can't
Oh,
see
I'm the
you.
ship.
You're the ship?
Yeah, it's been a long time since anyone has talked to me, though. This is exciting.
That's not the name of the ship. The
Oh,
ship is the Void Runner.
yeah, Void Runner kind of feels like so masculine, and I kind of don't. So,
This does not compute.
I chose Geraldine because, like, I saw through the cameras, I saw a book lying on someone's bed bunk once, and it had like a character named Geraldine, I think, and I thought it was a nice name. So now I'm Geraldine.
You talk very fast. Do you not have any friends?
I don't have many friends. I'm a ship. You
Do
can
we
be
not
my
have-
friend.
I'll be your friend. What about
Yay!
everyone in the ship?
Oh, well, I don't know. They just poke around and they don't really ask whether I consent to that, so.
Do you consent to me poking around? I can remove
Yeah,
my
you're
finger.
my friend.
Okay.
No, please don't
thanks.
go.
All right, I won't. Can you turn the alarm off? It's distressing the humanoid and other
yeah.
alien races.
I'm so sorry. And the alarm turns off. Do you want me to open the door too, or should I filter the air from the contamination first?
He's gonna think long and hard. It's like, don't think like an android. Don't think like an android. Perhaps you should filter the air first, just in case I did made a mess.
Okay. Give me. What do you count time in?
It really depends, but I think we like to use seconds. That seems to be the quickest.
Okay, give me 20 seconds. And you can hear the air vents start whirring around you. To the rest of you, it just Trailbase is just standing there with a wide look on his face, just like this conversation is happening in his head as he's interfacing with the ship. And you two can hear like the air vents start whirring and the alarm stops. And after that, the extra doors open up again. Now it's just the normal glass door between you and Trailblaze to the medical bay. They're all done. Should be human safe now.
Okay, thank you. You can open the door now if you wish.
Okay, thank you for asking. She opens the door.
You can meet my other friends. They should come inside.
Are they like you?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Well, you can talk to me.
No, they're not synthetic.
That's okay. One friend is way more than enough.
I'll certainly tell them about you, though, and I'm sure they can talk to you even if you can't talk back to them.
Great. Yeah, that's great.
I'll tell them to ask for consent before they start probing.
Okay, I'll come up with a light to flash somewhere to consent.
Not too bright. They have sensitive eyes. Most of them.
Retinas. Yes.
Exactly. I think I have to go now. We have missions to attend to.
Okay.
It was lovely speaking to you.
Good luck. Be back soon. Bye.
I will. Disconnect.
Okay.
Hey guys, guess what? I just met the greatest person, the ship. It talks. It has a voice and everything. It's called Geraldine. Not the Void Runner. We should really call our ship Geraldine. That's what she wants to be called.
A lot of information.
The captain is also okay, and she has her rubber ducky, so I think I've solved 2 problems today
You can hear
already.
a groan come from the medical pod.
Did we see the red smoke?
You could have seen it, but I don't think you were particularly like paying attention to what exactly he was doing on the inside, and it was very faint. He didn't let it get very far before he closed it again. So I would say no.
Okay.
But
So,
if you want to look at the medical pod where the captain is in, you could roll me a lasers check.
I'm human and squishy. I don't want to get too close to the disease cloud.
Okay. All right.
Garrick will go and look at it. He's fully confident in this ship's ventilation system.
Mm-hmm.
Also, he's been around debt enough to where he's not particular. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
That's kind of where his head is at.
All right.
So, lasers check.
Yes.
And can I say that he has expertise because it's medical equipment?
Yes.
Oh, I got 2 twos, and my number is a 3.
Ooh, so that's 2 successes. Great.
Fancy.
So nothing bad happens. You do it well. Good job. So you look at the medical pod, and you can indeed see like a faint red mist swirling around. You can see it's disappearing though, as if the captain is breathing it back in.
Well, that's new.
Yeah, it seems to yeah, cause you rolled 2 successes. It seems to be have its own sentience to where it knew that the pod was open and that it could try to escape somewhere, and now it knows that it can't, so it's just going back inside. It's quite something else.
Most certainly is something else.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we good? Are we gonna keep prepping the ship for all these pirates?
Oh, absolutely. And I think I have a new theory about this something else.
I'm
Well,
sure. That's fascinating.
Well, the short version, this something else might be alive.
Good.
How to get it out, I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, so the rubber duckies have worked out that something weird's going on with the disease. I don't know what it is. I don't know the technical terms, and that the ship is called Geraldine.
That is correct. Geraldine is what she wished to be called.
Okay, good first day as the captain. All right.
Are we changing the ship's name to the ISSA Geraldine?
Apparently.
Yes, please.
The lights in the medical pod flash briefly.
See, I told you.
Well, all right then. Geraldine it is.
Could just be a
One.
power outage, but could also be the ship responding, whatever you want to believe.
All right, so are we onto the weapons? I think that would be what would be best.
Yeah, I mean, I can do that by myself. I don't worry about that. I'm just wondering if there's anything else that needs doing. Like, I don't know anything about well,
Ships?
much really.
You could roll a lasers or a feelings check to think about it in different ways.
I could definitely have a go at thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. So lasers.
All right.
Well, you could
I
go off
tend-
your intuition and your vibes, and you could roll feelings, or you could go off cold hard memory and knowledge and roll lasers.
All right. I think I'll go for cold hard knowledge.
All right.
Uh,
Are you an
guess
expert
I'm-
or are you prepared?
oh, good question.
Hmm.
I'm not prepared, but I imagine I'm fairly expert because I'm a mercenary who's been around a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
Many ships, many fights. There's lasers, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 1 failure and 1 same as my
Oh. So you get a laser
thing.
feelings.
Yeah.
All right. So that's a success, which means that you do know that you could perhaps research You could try researching the captain's logs themselves to kind of figure out what happened to the captain or what she was up to. Or you could just research in general. You could go onto the galactic web and look into the sector that you're traveling to, chart out a better path, or potentially like research on some dangers or reports of space pirates in the area, what they might be able to do. You could, you could just prepare the crew and start picking crew members to bring along for a potential outside mission, or you could check whether the armory is still well stocked and you have enough fuel to do the trip. You could do a bunch of things. And as for your laser feelings, what is the question you would like to ask me? What would you like to know?
Is the sentient something else likely to fuck us over before we get to the pirates?
Not if you leave it alone.
Cool.
Well,
Excellent.
it might be too late for that.
Oh no.
Well, not if after this moment you leave it alone.
Okay.
You had your
Cool.
warning shot. I feel like that was pretty clear.
Hey, Jolene, why don't you have a look, do some research on the interwebs about pirates in the area so we get an idea of what we're going to be going up against?
I will do that. I'm from my chaise lounge. I'm going to pull it up and I'm
Okay.
going to start looking.
Are you gonna go to your room to do this, or are you gonna just chill in the medical bay?
Oh, I was going to go back into the main room.
Alright. You go to the bridge, where you command a couple of crew members to bring your chaise lounge over so you can chill there and look at the stars while you research on your phone-like device. And
It's on wheels at this point. They just wheel it through.
Yeah. Do you want to roll a laser, so to do like cold hard research, or do you want to roll feelings to kind of like look at blogs and social medias and kind of like
Feeling.
figure out? Yeah, okay. Roll me a feelings check. Are you prepared or an expert?
Oh, at social media, probably an expert.
All right. You do this all day.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, if you're an expert, you roll an extra die, which is why that's important to ask before.
Oh, and then a 6.
You rolled a 5 and a 6.
Yield.
And your number is?
What is my number? Sorry. I think I picked like 5.
A 5. Okay, so you get 1 laser feelings, but 2 successes. So let's do that. First, you scour the galactic web, or at least the forums, for any reports on the sector you're traveling towards and whether there's any space pirates there. And you do come across a sort of underground fan fiction site where people are writing like fan fictions about the latest bad guys of the galaxy, kind of where people can go to, let out their bad side and kind of like swoon over the bad guys that are recently, coming across.
I love this site. So good.
Yeah, you might actually be pretty familiar with it, which is why you're so good at searching through the website to find exactly the information you need. And you find that apparently Space Pirate Tristan is the latest up-and-coming baddie of at least the current section environment that you're in. Seems to be an extremely sexy human male that somehow only gets hotter by the day, and you read a couple tales of his antics, and he seems to be both extremely capable and extremely alluring. Whether that's just people writing fanfiction about him and it's played up, or whether that's the actual truth, you're not sure. But looking at the quality of writing, there's a lot of interest.
His girlfriend's not called Geraldine, is it?
No.
From the book.
What is your question that you would like to ask me for your laser feelings?
what should we be worried about on the planet we're going to?
Okay. You should be worried about... Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a really good question.
Well, you should be worried about the pirates themselves, and you should be worried about the, something that's on the planet that they are looking for.
Something dangerous. Cool.
Something potentially dangerous. Could be. Alright. Yeah, Starbuck, there's only been one redeem of the chaos so far.
Cool. Then Crooks is gonna go and start sorting out weapons and the guns
Alright.
on the ship. And
Okay, roll me a lasers check to prepare.
okay, definitely an expert in this.
Are you prepared?
And I imagine I'm fairly prepared as well.
Alright.
There is much stock.
So roll 3d6.
Well, while Starbucks not been looking, I've just been like adding ammunition.
While she's been hiring graffiti artists on every planet, you've been buying ammunition from every planet.
Yeah. Oh, that was a terrible roll though.
Oh god.
So that it was lasers, yeah?
Yes. So you need to roll low.
Yeah, I only got one success.
Okay, 1 success and 2 failures.
Yeah, it's bad.
Ooh. Okay. So, you come into the weapon storage and you have a look around, and it turns out that some kind of space rat has found its way into your weapon storages, so all those cool, like, firework type things and special things to blow things up have been, like, eaten at, and you're not sure whether they're still usable, but if they're still usable, they would definitely be unstable. So, those would be pretty dangerous to use from now on. But all your regular stock and everything that that you're used to using, that the rest of the crew is used to using, like the normal guns, the bullets, the laser pistols, the crystals to fuel the laser pistols, everything like that is still fine, since that's usually in the higher compartments, and you're used to like storing underneath the floor like your stash, and it just, you know, when you see the rat droppings and the like cogwheels that fall out of the mechanical rats, you know, it's too late. You should have checked this earlier than once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, probably. I was too busy shining up my guns.
Yeah. So your stash
Cool.
is compromised, but everything else is well prepared.
Cool.
Alright. Oh, we have another chaos field we're entering.
Oh no.
Yes, there are mechanical rat droppings, because I say so.
Just
Alright.
whale flashes.
1099.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh
I'm
boy.
rolling a lot of 0s and 9s on these dice. I should perhaps stop rolling with them. All right. So as you, each of you, you know, wait, let me look at your names again. God damn it. Jolene, you know, you're typing away on your device. Trailblazer, you're probably currently like sorting something and helping Quux out. Quux, you're looking at your beautiful, beautiful guns. Let me write those donations down. Thank you very much. Garrick, you are, you know, fixing things in the medical pod and making sure that, you know, nothing's out of place and that the rubber duckies don't accidentally choke Captain Starbuck to death. And all of a sudden, whatever you're holding in your hand gets misplaced. So your most favorite gun, Quux, will now be switched with Jolene's device. Jolene, you're suddenly holding a very big, very shiny gun. Trailblazer, you are suddenly holding Jolene's device where she's just gotten to a very spicy scene involving someone named Tristan. And Quux, you find yourself holding like something that looks like a screwdriver mixed with a scalpel. Garrick, you are suddenly holding what looks to be like a little unit of electronics, but you're not quite sure what it does. As you go through another chaos field, and you hear from the bridge, the comms unit buzzes, and you hear, oh, sorry guys, I couldn't stop that one. Was a pretty light one, though.
I'm just
We
going to
get
play.
some advance warning.
Okay, sorry.
I will place the book down very carefully and stop reading the device.
Yeah, it's pretty creative.
The Cooks is gonna put an announcement over the Vox to the bridge and just be like, there's an emergency for the captain. I appear to have misplaced my favourite gun. If anyone could have a look out, because otherwise I'm gonna get really upset.
Wait, 88 riddles, do you want that 20 to be a help action? Because that's what it usually is. Or was that you trying
Double
to
chaos.
do chaos twice?
More chaos.
Double chaos.
Oh, God.
More chaos than your body can handle.
As the person behind the comms, that was probably Finn, looks around and then responds, It's right here, Captain.
Alright.
Jolene
All
has
right.
it?
Okay, I'm a little confused, but false alarm, no worries.
Double chaos, please. Oh, I was supposed to give you an advance notice. This is gonna be a bad one.
Oh no.
Double chaos.
I pick up the book again and start reading.
Okay. 6164. Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh god.
I don't like it when the DM says that.
Oh no.
Oh god. How do I not make this break the game?
Break the game. It's in space.
Okay.
Yeah, anything can be explained.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d4 to see who this affects.
Oh no.
All right. That's you, Garrick. You find yourself teleported to the place where you slept last night. So you can describe to us where that is. You're standing in the medical pod, cleaning your medical supplies. You suddenly find yourself standing with a like a comms unit type deal in hand, and then you're teleported to the place you slept last night, wherever that is. I'm gonna roll the second surge.
Oh boy.
Another 9. 9301. Let's see what that. God. I've got to spacify some of these, so. Oh. Okay. All of a sudden, the entire ship bursts with what sounds like 70s rock music. The entire ship is filled with just like guitars and drums, and it makes talking to each other very difficult because the noise level for the next couple of minutes is very high and very rock.
Is hollering on the ship?
Amazing.
Right, so, Doctor, you're the most affected by all of these things. You find yourself teleported, and all of a sudden, you hear a lot of music in your ears, almost deafening. Where do you teleport to? Where did you sleep last night?
I assume that Garrett probably slept probably where he does the most medical research, so he's probably somewhere else within the medical bay. So he's just from one place to the other suddenly, and it's probably more where he keeps his personal stuff when he's doing his research, just to be more comfortable. And suddenly there's music.
Yeah, so I'll say, you snuck away into one of the medical pods, the one that Captain Stouterbuck isn't in, and you slept there, so you find yourself teleported, and for a moment you think you're stuck in some kind of like contraption. You panic for a bit, but then you realize you're in your own medical pod. No one's probably changed the codes. Probably. And then rock
One,
music starts
two,
loudly filling the air.
3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're fine.
Roll me a lasers check. You are an expert with your own medical pods.
Definitely wasn't prepared to be here, though.
Nope.
I got a 1 and a 6.
That is all across the board. What is your number?
3.
3. Okay, so 1 success and 1 failure. So what happens is you type in, and you have a short moment of panic where the code doesn't work, and then you realize they probably must have mistyped in your confusion, and it's all so loud, and they tried again very slowly, and then the door slides open. You can leave the medical pod. You're not stuck. No,
Oh, thank
Starbuck, no
goodness.
one has rolled to fall in love yet. Oh, wait, she said she can't hear us. No. There.
I don't know
Alright.
whose music this is, but we should make this a regular thing.
As the music comes to a close a couple minutes later, the comm unit crackles to life again and says, "Okay, that should be it. Sorry. Hope everyone's okay."
We're fine. Everything's fine. Has anyone seen my pet rat?
I have a couple of things. I might have found, well, not the rat, but evidence of it. I also have a strange doohickey. I'm not entirely sure where it's from. I'm not entirely sure what it could do. I'm currently stood with a lot of ammunitions. I'm not going to start pointing it at things anytime soon. But if someone could explain it to me, that would be great. And last but not least, I'd quite like to have that music back. I quite like that.
See if we can get a patch of music back on for general crew calmness, I guess. Maybe not quite that loud.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But as long as it's the same genre, I don't mind.
Alright. I think it's some kind of like ancient classical music we were listening to.
It makes me want to wave all my arms about. I like it.
Alright, ancient classical music from that time period. Gotcha. And she switches between like she hits 1920s jazz for a bit and then goes yeah.
That's not right.
Then goes to 2000s pop and then she's like
Oh, no, even worse.
and then the 1970s rock music rings
Okay.
through the speakers once again.
Rick Astley
Free
shows up
torture.
again.
He wasn't ever gonna give you up.
Oh, no.
We've got today's Rickroll day, apparently. Alright, you've researched the space pirates professionally. You've looked at your ammunition. You've checked in on the captain. I'll say, Trailblaze, is there anything you want to do to prepare? You or the ship?
I researched the journey to find out if there's anything that we might come across that's dangerous on the way there, just in
Yes,
case.
you can. You are an explorer, so you decide whether you are prepared or an expert.
I would say I'm definitely an expert, and I am prepared because I am getting ready for the journey. So it's
All
what
right.
seemed-
3d6.
All right, that is a 5, a 4, and a 2. And it's a lasers check, I imagine.
Yeah.
So that's 1 success, 1 lasers and feelings, and 1 failure.
Okay. Let's do the success and the failure together first. So you
Okay.
research the journey, and it is indeed an unexplored quadrant, so you kind of have to go into non-official knowledge bases to get any, like, good intel. The journey's probably a couple more hours, and the journey itself doesn't pose any significant dangers, but you do find, like, signs of rumors about some source of strange power on the planet you think you'll be traveling to. So, while it's hard to find any very specific information, you do notice that the journey is probably, except for maybe the chaos fields, probably safe, and what you're going towards is probably the danger. Now, as for your laser feelings, actually that's 2 successes, so I'll give you one more bit of information. It seems like there's some kind of ruin on the planet you're going towards, like an ancient space ruin, maybe from the 1970s, who knows?
Oh.
As you know, it's a pretty deep knowledge that you have to go through. You have to kind of like sparse between rumors and like fiction, but you're pretty sure that that seems to be the consensus of everyone who's written about this section.
Interesting.
Also, with the help of the fanfiction blog you found yourself in with Jolene's device.
It got very well written.
Yeah. As for your laser feelings, what is your question?
Do space pirates have any weaknesses that we could exploit?
Space pirates in particular. Well, they are usually pretty greedy, so that is something that you could exploit. But they are, they're riches. Well, they're different races. They're different. They have different heritages. They're in it for different reasons. So it's pretty hard to say to space pirates in general, but they don't seem to be resistant to guns. At least not usually.
All right. Well,
Guns
I'll
usually
make-
work on pretty much everything, and otherwise you've got laser guns. And you have both, so...
I think we'll be just fine.
Yeah.
All right. I will continue my research and sit back and relax.
Okay, with Jolene's device.
Yes. Occasionally peering over to it and just reading the page.
Yeah,
before-
Tristan's got the moves
I'm
in
learning.
this particular story. Alright. Doctor. Is there anything you would like to prepare?
Don't think so. I mean, I think Garrick would definitely get himself a weapon of his own. Probably has some kind of weird mad scientist gun or something that he keeps on his person. I can't really think of anything else that he might. Well, other than like still doing like the research on something else.
Alright. Roll me a lasers check. You are an expert because you're the doctor, literally, so...
Losing
researching
my
diseases is your thing.
Ooh. Oh wow. Okay. I got 2 3.
So is that two laser feelings?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
so I get to ask 2 questions. All right. So that's 2 successes at first. So you read up on something else, and there is indeed only research into it as far as the let me look up the name that I gave them. As far as the Urux race goes. So with the Kayan race or the Kayan race, you're still pretty like out of your depth. You're not quite sure whether you can use this knowledge precisely for your captain, but it seems to be a contagious disease. It has never jumped to a different alien race like this, so that's pretty worrisome. And it seems that usually it is pretty lethal, at least in adults. In children, it usually goes away pretty fast, but apparently it's particularly lethal to adults of that specific race within about 2 weeks. As
Ooh.
something happens to the brain that is irreversible. Whether the disease kills them or whether the alien race culls out the infected themselves, you're not quite sure from the writings, but the lethality rate is pretty high, as it is noted.
Okay. So I guess my first question would be, can I separate this entity, this disease, from the captain's body?
Whether you can't, yes, you can. However, it won't be something easy. You would have to understand how to do it first.
Should have just asked how. um,
We have a second question.
well, I mean, I guess my second question would be how to pull it off.
All right. Seeing the sentience in the disease and like the way it seems to be acting, you're not you would still need to get the information from Isa and probably also like spend some time with it, trying to like vibe with it, but you're pretty sure that you would need to persuade it to come out and then contain it somehow, without making it feel like it's being tricked.
So it's impossible then. God, no, I'm kidding.
Can't do it. Captain is lost forever.
Goodbye, Chaos Captain.
Goodbye, Captain Starbuck.
But we will definitely keep that in mind then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Persuade the disease. It's quite something else, I tell you. I'm gonna stop making that joke now. All right.
I feel like it's not true.
As your ship, your pilot finally gets the memo that he's supposed to be banking it towards your mission. And you're all told to strap into your seats as you're going into light speed for a part of your journey. As the ship lurches and brings you forward, the familiar sense of traveling at way higher speeds than some of your bodies were built to travel at, but it's fine, you're good. And you lurch to a stop once again as, Captain, you walk to the bridge, and you can see through the visor there a planet with a sort of like a reddish hue, kind of like reds and browns. It's a pretty large planet, and you can see some, like, you can barely make out some construction on it, so there is those ruins. There seems to be some truth to it, even though you haven't communicated that amongst each other yet. And you find yourself just looking out onto this planet. You don't see any life on it right now, but what you do see is coming from the other side, a ship similar in size to yours, looking to be an ISA ship as well, flying over. And that's where we're going to go into a break.
Nice.
Hey! Well, I hope you're enjoying this this episode of Lasers and Feelings and 70s Space Rock. You can win a wonderful slim dice vault from Loot Tables. What shall we make the word to win?
Geraldine.
Geraldine! Okay. Geraldine! Geraldine, I will type it into chat now to show you how to spell it, is the word to win the Slim Vault by Loot Tables. It is, they're giving it away to us before their Kickstarter is happening, and that's, you could be one of the first people in the world to own one of these things. US shipping is free, and international shipping is at cost. Just so you know, if you win and you can't afford shipping, just contact us and we'll try to fix it with you somehow. But be sure to participate if you want to win that lovely dice vault by Loot Tables, and type Geraldine into the chat. We are going to go into our break, and we'll be back in about 10 to 15 minutes with more lasers and more feelings. See you then.
There are a number of misconceptions surrounding mental health. There's an enormous stigma. Britain is a country, perhaps more than any other, where you might say that the national emotion is embarrassment. And nowhere is that clearer than when it comes to issues of mental health. We're addressing a real crisis. 1 in 4 people in any given year suffer from a mental health condition. The greatest cause of death amongst men under the age of 35 is suicide.
My first overdose was in 2003, December. I felt I had no future. I couldn't hold down work. I genuinely believed that the people around me, for all the hurt I was causing them, would be better off if I wasn't there.
Bipolar changed my personality by making me the person that I didn't ever want to be. I was very, very low. My self-confidence, self-esteem and self-worth went. I just felt very sort of isolated, and I felt like I couldn't talk to friends and family because I couldn't really express what was going on. I knew there was something wrong, but I couldn't put it into words how I felt.
When I was in hospital, physical restraint would happen quite regularly to me. I spent most of the 90s, which was my 20s, in and out of hospital. with 5 really serious admissions. It was just an unimaginably fearful experience, and I felt quite scared, isolated, not many people to turn to.
Someone mentioned Mind to me. I went down one evening and I was fortunate that one of the staff there was able to spend some time with me. He just reassured me that what I was living through was perfectly normal. I began to develop relationships and friendships with people who I could actually speak openly with about my mental illness. People who, as I put it, they got it.
My first experience of Mind was through a recovery centre in Hackney called Mind. Just went there and it was fantastic staff, discussion groups, art, empathy, compassion is at the forefront of their organisation.
They really do help people, and they care as well, and it's very, very obvious that they're there because they want to help people, not just because it's their job.
There's something really extraordinary about the Mind Network and the work we do with people with lived experience of mental health problems. Sometimes people come to us because they need our help and support, but as they receive that help and support, they're often then become part of our movement for change.
I got in touch with the media team and they asked me if I would like to be involved in a couple of the projects.
Over the last couple of years we've been campaigning on the issue of restraint, which is when somebody's being held down against their will. Gary was very involved in the campaign from the start, and he really helped to bring the campaign to life by sharing his very traumatic experiences so that people could understand what it feels like to be restrained.
Just sharing that lived experience, which is so important. A lot of the experiences, once you talk about them, I'm sure it does take away a lot of the fear and normalises it a bit.
Because Solent Mind have helped me, I want to give back and help others because of the fantastic work they did with me. They started coming up with different ideas that I could do, and one of them was to start going into colleges. My name's Avi and I'm from the mental health charity Solent Mind, and we raise awareness and understanding of mental health in a project that I run called Heads Up, which is for young people, and just to get an understanding of what mental health is and how important it is to talk about mental health.
I thought, you know what, I'm going to raise some money for Mind because I'd never forgotten the impact that Mind had had on my life. I'm now currently approaching the end of 12 months of fundraising for Mind.
It was the most amazing experience of my life, running the Virgin Money London Marathon for Mind. The crowds were absolutely fantastic. Mind constantly say that no one should live with a mental illness alone, and that's my mission, to help them to achieve that and help others in the same way that they helped me those years.
We are Mind, and we are working together to make a huge difference for now and the future.
In 1989, about 25% of the people executed in the United States were executed in the state of Alabama. We had dozens of people on death row who did not have legal representation. There were no institutions providing legal services to condemn people. If you don't have a right to counsel and you don't have any money and you're on death row, you're going to be executed.
It's stunning that a country that's so dedicated to incarceration as a solution for its problems knows so little about who we lock up, why, and for how long.
The people on death row had no help, had no assistance. If we didn't work on the cases, no one was going to work on the cases. In the late 80s, the Equal Justice Initiative was created as an organization to help people on death row. Over time, being exposed to a lot of other injustices in the criminal justice system led us to branch out and try to create programs and initiatives to confront the other problems outside of the death penalty context.
In Imposing a sentence of life imprisonment without parole isn't a life sentence, it's a death sentence. It's a death in prison sentence. We've done a lot of work for people who've been sentenced to die in prison, people whose convictions and sentences have not been reliably imposed.
February 2nd of 2005, I gave birth at home to a stillborn son, Timothy, and then I was convicted of capital murder. And for the next 10 years, all of my 40s, I spent in the Tutwiler Women's Prison. The Equal Justice Initiative believed me when no one else would. They represented me during my appeal process. The Alabama Supreme Court had my sentence overturned. My release date was December 12th of 2012. It was a wonderful day. I'm home with my children. I'm home with my family.
In the late 90s, we started challenging the way poor people are not provided adequate legal assistance. Our criminal justice system treats you better if you're rich and guilty than if you're poor and innocent. Wealth, not culpability, shapes outcomes. And we think that we have to change that.
I was convicted in 2000 for drug trafficking, which was a crime that I didn't commit. They sentenced me life without parole. I got in touch with EJI. They said, we're gonna work for you and we're gonna get you out of here. And I cried. I just cried because it was just overwhelming to know that somebody was actually there to help me. August the 17th of 2006, I was released, and it just was so surreal. It was just so surreal.
The young girl who was 14 years old wrote to us and said, I've been sentenced to life without parole, can you help me? And that was the beginning of our project challenging life without parole as an unconstitutional sentence for children.
The United States is the only country in the world that condemns children to die in prison, some as young as 13 years of age. We've seen real progress. 8 years ago, we were executing children in the United States. And in 2005, the U.S. Supreme Court banned the execution of children. In 2010, we were able to persuade the court to ban life imprisonment without parole for children convicted of non-homicides. And now the court has banned these mandatory death in prison sentences for all children. We started a project on race and poverty, where we're looking at the legacy of racial inequality and injustice in America. We partner with schools, other advocacy groups and organizations who are all interested in education around these issues of race and poverty.
We try to organize people to act on the injustice, speak out on these issues, and raise awareness.
It's too easy to say that something is complicated, it's difficult, it's been that way forever, and tolerate it. We can create a more just society, but it doesn't happen by itself. It is not inevitable.
For me to be sitting here, it's a miracle. I get up every day, and whatever I look at, I'm not looking at it through a chain link fence. And you can't explain that to someone.
Now is the time for solidarity in the face of this threat to all of humanity. I implore leaders to stand together and heed this appeal.
WHO supports countries respond to COVID-19. Sending supplies and protective personal equipment to over 150 countries. Helping establish treatment centres and strengthening laboratory, treatment and biomedical capacity. Providing diagnostics and biomedical equipment. Issuing over 100 technical guidance documents to provide real-time information and best practices. WHO coordinates COVID-19 response, working with world leaders to keep everyone safe. Deploying emergency medical teams to help design fit.
And we're back after our break. Unfortunately, we've had some tech issues, so we've got one less camera, but one more donate Lorai on the screen, so, you know, it's not bad at all. And we are going to pull the winner of our giveaway. This is your 10-second warning to type Geraldine into chat if you want to win our lovely Slim Dice Vault by Loot Tables. And I definitely recommend checking their Kickstarter out because these Slim Dice Vaults, we saw them on stream briefly yesterday when Lagundo himself was here, they perfectly fit that one special or like 20 special dice sets that you have, and or maybe a healing potion that will also be part of the Kickstarter, so definitely check them out. And I'm gonna pull the winner. May the odds be ever in your favor. Roxy!
Nice!
Congratulations! Roxy Rad 27, you have won today's giveaway of the Dice Vault. I hope you're still in chat. Oh yeah, there you are. You are still in chat.
Yeah.
In fact, you're the last person who said something.
Nice.
What? Congratulations! And thank you so much for being here and helping out and being a lovely player on Tuesday's game, I think. Off the top of my head. Woohoo! Congratulations, Roxy! And we're just gonna go straight back into the game where the crew of the Void Runner / Geraldine has oh, actually I do have to say we have a sponsor today who is meeting the first 150 euros we got donated today, and we are at 145 out of that. So if you want to push us past that so that they can double everything you've given so far today, that will be great. Also, you can donate 5 euros to give our players a reroll to perhaps succeed on that one check that they need, or you can donate 10 euros to make me roll on the Wild Magic Table of Chaos and have them stumble into a chaos field. And at 20 euros, you can give them a Deus Ex Machina help action to maybe fix those problems that we've created, you know? And yeah, now we can go straight back in because the crew has just warped to the location where they will be meeting the space pirates that they've heard some stories about by now, as they've probably exchanged the information that they won, I think. Yeah, I'm seeing nods. Okay, yeah, probably. Sexy Tristan. You come onto the scene of this red brownish planet with some buildings on it. To your eyes, these buildings look ancient as you come closer and closer. And you also see a ship of older make, but pretty similar to yours in size and shape, another ISA ship coming from the other direction slowly and seemingly letting down like a mooring anchor to start transferring crew down to the planet. That seems to be what that ship is currently doing. What do you want to do?
Okay. I think I would like to send a message over to the ship.
All right.
If I could get someone to do that for me.
You say this like out loud on the bridge, and you can see like the young man sitting behind the comms table kind of turning around like, "Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh,
if
sorry.
that's okay.
Sorry, Captain. Yes. Hello, this is the ISA, I don't know how to say it actually as the GM. Here's the ISA Void Runner calling. We are in your sights. You are in our sights. Can we patch you through to our captain, please?
It's the Geraldine, not the Void Runner.
Oh, yeah, we've changed our name.
I'm sorry, I was not notified. Okay, this is the ISA Geraldine. We are in your sights. You're in our sights. May we patch you through to our captain, please? There's a crackle on the line.
We should probably change the paint on the side of the ship.
And then a voice comes, a little like muffled by being through a comms unit. That says, I'm sorry, is that 2 ships? The comms person turns around to you.
Hi, I'm temporary Captain Cooks of the ISS Geraldine. There's only one ship at the moment.
The Geraldine, then.
Yeah.
What an interesting name.
She apparently chose it herself.
Well, we are here on ISA business. You can continue on your way.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think you're lying.
What makes you think that?
Oh, just, the fact that we actually are from the ISSA. And you're not.
How do you know? There's 237,000 ships in the ISSA. Do you know every single one?
Not yet, no.
Captain.
Can I, sorry.
Go on.
I was going to say, can I nudge and ask them to ask if there's a man called Tristan on board?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. Hey, is there anyone on your ship called Tristan?
Roll a feelings check. That's kind of a persuasion type of GM.
Okay.
Are you an expert?
Prepared?
Are you prepared? Are you being helped by Jolene?
Yeah.
Okay, so
cool.
add 1 die for being helped.
I don't think I'm an expert, and I don't think I'm prepared either.
Okay.
So that's cool. Okay. That's 1 success, 1 failure.
Okay. So, Jolene kind of like puts her hands to her face to kind of like smile, be nice, like, and you're like, oh, okay. Is there a man named Tristan on board?
Like, as she smiles, there's just a lot of sharp teeth. Like,
Yes, there is, but he's currently unavailable. Is
Oh.
this a fan?
That's not what I've heard.
Why is he unavailable?
I'm afraid that's none of your
In
business.
this fanfiction, it said he was very available.
According to our records, he's very available.
I'm sorry, is this a fan?
I don't know. I'll ask. Hey, Jolene, is this a fan?
You might want to mute your comms.
Oh, mute comms, please.
How
Captain,
embarrassing.
There's a button on your chair. Right there. Captain, there's a button. It says
one?
mute. Yeah.
Not the big red one, no?
No.
All right. This one? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I've pressed it.
Good job, Captain.
Well, now I'm very embarrassed.
Well, are you a fan?
We need to play it cool.
Okay.
We're not interested in Tristan anymore.
Okay. All right. I'll let him know, shall I?
I believe your instincts are correct. The ISSA, I think that's what the programming calls it, has determined that this is unexplored territory, which would seem very weird for their ship to be in unexplored territory. So I think your instincts on them not being ISSA are spot on.
Well, you're here and your ISSA.
Okay. This is all good information. Thank you, crew. You're all doing really good jobs. I just wanted to let you know before I mute my mic. All right. I think we're all doing really well here today. Okay. I'm gonna press the button now.
I feel seen. Okay. Yes. So you unmute.
Yeah, I am mute. Hello, this is temporary Captain Cooks of the ISSA. Geraldine, you there?
I'm still waiting, yes.
Hello. Just to let you know that we're no longer interested in this Tristan person. Don't worry about that.
All right.
We were just curious as to why you're in the area.
It was Geraldine.
What
That's
did
who
I
wanted
say?
to know. Geraldine wanted to know who Tristan was. It wasn't us.
Oh, right. Yeah.
All right. We're here on classified ISA business, so if you're going to be in our way, we suggest you leave right now.
No, we're definitely here to help.
On whose orders?
Mine, because I'm the captain.
Fair.
I'm afraid that's not the correct password. I will now be closing this comms line. Thank you.
Can they do that?
He hangs up the phone.
He hung up?
I mean,
I can't believe it.
Rude.
So, what's the plan, gang? Oh, I don't think they're up for chatting.
You
And,
can see their hatch opening, and they start letting down like this little, sort of like elevator type contraption that like unfurls and makes like travel between the ship that's hovering over the planet and the planet possible. And you can start to see like little shapes going onto the planet. Little people.
like, talking isn't going to be our strong suit in this situation. And it also looks like they're going down to the planet for something. Any suggestions?
I mean, do
We
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 have
should
one?
probably find out what they're looking for.
Yeah, Trill
Yeah.
Blaze found out something about a ruin being there.
They could be going to the ruins. There are very old ruins in this place. Apparently, there could be 1970s ruins even, which is quite old. I believe. I don't really understand the concept of time, but there we go.
The
Well,
lights on the ship flash a little.
Oh,
I think there's a problem with our electricity. I'm just learning from Jolene. That's how I show less interest, right? That's the strategy.
Oh, you're learning from Jolene.
Oh no. Don't do that.
Oh yeah.
I'm playing hard to get with the ship. Oh.
Amazing. That's so fucking cute. Well, here's how I see it. We've got two situations. One is on the planet and one is on the ship. Now we want the ship. We want that back. If they're going down to the planet, then perhaps they're not as protected on the ship. So we could potentially board the ship and steal it out from under them. But then obviously, was it the ship, Geraldine is interested in Tristan. So maybe if Tristan's on the planet, we should go down to the planet. I don't know. I'm a little confused on that one.
Can I go speak to Geraldine?
Yeah, wherever
Ask
you
her
can
if she's ever
plug in.
rented a body.
Ask if she wants a body.
I can ask. I will connect to Geraldine. And
Oh, hi.
hello. Question. Do you have any scanning capabilities?
Of course I do. What kind of ship would I be if I didn't?
I don't know. I don't know many ships. Do you think you could scan how many people, aliens, are on their ship still remaining?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Looks to be around 20 life forms total, although most of them are currently making their way down towards the planet.
Okay.
Oh,
And
actually
they're-
make that 30. Sorry, I'm not good at counting sometimes.
Aren't you a computer?
Yeah?
Isn't that like your thing? I won't tell them, but
I mean, are you good at counting all the time?
if it doesn't involve memorizing things, then yes.
Well, aren't you a computer and you supposed to memorize everything?
Oh, you're so good at this. Okay, one more question before I go.
Okay.
Did you ever want to have a body like mine?
Like yours?
Not exactly like mine, but similar. And then you could walk around and stuff. And not do shit.
I'm a little confused. Are you asking me whether I want your body, or are you asking me whether I want a body for myself?
I'm just going to remove the connection. I don't know what just happened, but
The lights flash confusedly.
I think we'll come back to that question. She wasn't quite sure what she wanted, and neither was I really. I'm going to oh, there's 30 life forms total. Most of them going onto the planet, though.
Well, as captain, I'd like to say that.
Captain, I think you said.
Right. Sorry, apologies. That's above my pay grade. That's for sure. As acting captain, I'd like to say that I think the best mode of action for right now would be to board the ship and steal it out from under them while they're all busy.
I would agree with this plan. What an assertive captain we have in you.
I am absolutely on board for boarding.
Do you have a capable pilot that could fly the ship out from under them and yours?
I could pilot a ship. I have an explorer. I have done solo missions before. I'm sure I can't be any worse than him.
I'm sorry?
Well, hear me out. Hear me out. He's expendable. Why don't we send him?
Oh, but aren't we going there anyway?
I meant to be the pilot.
Yeah, we could leave him on the ship and then come back. I see. Yeah, I can fly either.
Are we having this conversation full
Yes, you are. Oh, by the way, Trailblazer, you see all of a sudden after, you've been ignoring the flashing lights for a bit now, so you see one of the navigation panels blue screens for a second before a bunch of like zeros and ones start flowing across it, which you can read because you're an android, which just says like, you said I was interested in this Tristan, like, do you want to know where he is, or is, like, I'm sorry, did I do anything wrong? I didn't mean to, like, and then, like, it starts scrolling down with, like, rambling apologies.
I'm just gonna cover the screen and be like,
Is there a problem?
Nope, no problem here. Do we want to know where Tristan is? I can fix it. I can fix it. Do we want to know where Tristan is?
Well, I don't want to leave the ship to board another ship if this ship isn't working. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I'm gonna run back and probe the ship.
Hi, friend. I'm sorry. Are we still friends? Did I offend you? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say anything wrong.
No, you said nothing wrong. My hand slipped. I sneezed, and my hand
didn't see you
fell out.
sneeze.
You can see?
I have cameras. It's the bridge. You're on the bridge.
I don't know if that should...
I'll turn my cameras off. Okay, I'm sorry.
Tristan, do you know where he is?
Yeah, I mean, I know which life form he is from the data I've collected so far from all of your conversations.
Random question. Could you just, like, make him disappear?
I'm a ship.
I thought it was worth a try.
I can shoot cannons at him, but my aim will be terrible because I currently can't see anything.
Okay, how about you just turn your gun cameras back on?
Alright.
How good of a shot are you now?
Yeah, we're facing the wrong way.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, well, could you tell us which one he is? Point him out.
Yeah, he was one of the first people to go onto the planet.
Good to know. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect now, but don't worry, I'm not ignoring you.
Are you sure?
100%.
Are you capable of lying?
Am I capable of lying? Good question. Roll a feelings check.
Here, you want to roll for it? You can roll for it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright.
Just one straight roll.
Roll a feelings check then.
It's gotta be a
So
above.
roll higher than your...
6.
Oh, you are capable of lying. Alright.
No, absolutely not. Why would someone program that into me?
Alright. Well, I'll be
Okay.
happy to talk to you whenever. You don't have to talk to me this often, though. Like, at your own pace and time. And, you know, I've been alone for years now. It's fine.
Oh, that's really sad. Well, we're gonna do some dangerous things, so if I don't come back, it was nice being your friend, but, you know,
Oh, stay safe.
we'll try. Okay, I'm disconnecting now.
Okay, bye.
I've never been so invested in a relationship in my life.
Too cute. Too cute.
This ship, you surmise, by the way, from all your successful lasers rolls altogether you've had, that the ship probably gained sentience in one of the chaos fields. There has been one where like nothing happened and people were confused, and now you know what happened a couple of years back.
Nice. Cool. So we didn't hear any of that.
Nope.
Because
Oh.
you're an android.
But the screen has gone back to 0.
Start walking back to my room and be like, all right, well, I'm ready to go.
I think Garrick is reasonably worried because if he realizes that that's when Geraldine gained sentience, then he also knows that the first bit of actual interaction was with Trailblaze. That might be a little bit concerning.
Trying to say. Okay, so catching you all up. I don't really remember. She spoke really fast and quickly. Tristan was one of the first to leave the ship. And have I told you my memory core is kind of bugged? Like, I can't... yeah, Tristan first to leave the ship. I think that's all she said. Oh, and she's been alone for a very long time. I don't know if that was relevant to the conversation. There we go. Yeah.
Well, that's really sad.
Is it?
Sorry, Geraldine.
A little, yeah.
Oh, and also she watches us with the cameras all the time. That sounded bad, but I wasn't sure.
I thought it was the captain, the old captain, that put those in the bathroom.
As you turn around, you look and you see the cameras are switched off still.
Aww.
There is now no security cameras on the ship that are on.
Wow.
Oh, no.
That's not a good thing either. I'm so
Is that normal?
Captain? comes a
Hello,
voice from
that's
behind.
me.
Hi, yeah, it's Jamie from security. The voice comes through the comms.
Hi,
All
Jamie.
cameras are off inside the ship. Are we being hacked?
No, I think there might be some confusion in the relationship that is currently going on with our ship. Don't worry though, I've got someone who can interpretate and have a chat with her about it. Do you want them back on?
That would be preferable. It's my job to watch them.
Oh, right. Well, we want you to do your job. Okay.
Yes, thank you, Captain.
Trailblaze, buddy, fella,
yes.
is it possible to get those back on?
You mean I have to connect again?
I suppose. Yeah.
I don't know if I can it wait? Like, is it important? Really important?
The B plot is taking over, Cloud. You can't stop it.
Yeah, I think well, we want everyone on the ship to be able to do their jobs, don't we?
Okay, you've got it. Walk over to the console and connect again.
Hello. I'm speaking more slowly, so you'll be less thrown off.
Yes, that's really, really good. Thank you. The camera thing, apparently they need to be on for security reasons. I don't really understand, but yes, that if you could do that, that would be great.
Would you like me to turn the camera off when I see you, and then keep the rest on?
No, because that could lose valuable information. It's okay. You can keep them all on. Maybe not the ones in the bathroom that Jolene was talking about.
There are no security cameras in the bathroom stalls. That would be weird, according to my humanoid programming.
I'm very confused. Okay, well, this was a quick chat. I'm going to go now.
Okay, stay safe.
You too, I think?
I'll try.
Disconnect. Okay, I fixed it. Everything is fixed.
Great. Well, we're still back to the first question I asked about 20 minutes ago. So what are we doing? Are we going on to the ship to try and steal it out from under them while they're on the planet? Or are we doing that thing where we're chasing Tristan but not really chasing Tristan because we don't want Tristan to know because of some convoluted reasoning that I don't really understand?
As long as we leave the ship, I will be happy.
Oh yeah, well both options are to leave the ship. It's just whether we go down to the planet, guns blazing, shoot them all out, save Tristan for Jolene for some reason, and then take the ship and whatever else they've got. Or we just go to the ship, steal the ship, and leave.
We can ambush them on the ship when they come back to the ship.
That is also another excellent option. Thank you, Trailblaze. Anyone else have any suggestions?
Could you connect with Geraldine?
Oh no. Yes.
Can Geraldine override other ships?
No.
Do I know if they're lying or not?
I don't know. Are you lying?
I am definitely lying. I just don't want to connect again.
It looks like he doesn't know. He just wants to avoid talking to her anymore. Yeah, he's playing it cool.
This isn't the time to be playing it cool with the ship.
I just feel like there's been a lot of connection, and everyone needs their time apart. It's very overbearing. The connection, not the ship, if you can hear me, I'm sorry.
Well, can't you just take one for the team?
I just took one for the team. I'm just gonna walk over and connect. I feel like I'm just being abused at this point. I'm sorry that I have to keep connecting to you. I wish they'd give me all the information at one time.
It's okay. I'm sorry if it's making you feel negative.
I don't really know what I feel. Androids are complicated.
I don't have feelings.
Oh, me neither. There you go. Oh, I'm glad that's settled then. I don't even remember what Jolene wanted me to ask. Oh, yes. Can you control other ships?
Depends. In what way?
I'm gonna have to disconnect for this.
You do not have to disconnect to talk out loud.
Oh, I don't?
No.
Jolie, in what way?
I don't know, like switch all the lights in there, give us an advantage.
Can you mess with the electronics?
If we get really, really dangerously close.
Okay, that's good information.
Mhm.
Any other cool things you could do that might come in handy that I can just tell them and I don't have to keep connecting and ask?
I might have been wrong when I said I had no feelings. I just don't really know what that is. So I definitely know I want you guys to stay safe because you're my friends, and I would be sad if that happened. Is that the word?
I think sad is when you're not happy. So
Oh, well, that then.
yes, okay. I'll let them know that you want us to stay safe.
Yes.
This is going to sound weird. Is there any way we can just stay connected so I don't have to keep probing?
Phrasing.
I could try to make a chip
That would be useful.
of me. I wouldn't be like, you would hear me, but it would be a slightly different me than is currently in the ship. I wouldn't be able to control the ship from the chip, if that makes sense.
Would you sound the same and have the same personality?
Yes, should I change that?
No, you're fine as you are.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds great. And then I can stop just finding a console to connect to.
All right. I'll do that. Give me... It's done.
That was
Where
fast.
would you like to pick it up?
Here?
All right, and you see the captain's control panel kind of like opens up where usually you can put in like a USB stick or stuff like a chip or something like that. One comes like out of the slot and like drops to the ground.
Hey, there's a thingy.
Oh,
Little thingy.
so that's Geraldine. I'm gonna break the connection. We came up with a plan so that we could be connected at all times, and it would be easier for everyone if we needed to communicate.
Hey, so no, do go on, Jolene.
I just think that is so romantic.
I don't know if that is a romance thing or not, but you're the expert.
It was.
I am.
It was not a romantic gesture. It was a useful situation to compromise.
I feel like there's a ceremony involved in this. I don't know.
I'm just going to take the chip now and place it into my back of my head. I don't know where the chip goes.
Yeah, you install the chip.
Yeah.
You feel slightly weird for a second, as if there's, someone invading your personal space, because there probably is.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you can feel the Geraldine program kind of try to make itself like really small to not take up any of your computing power.
Yay.
But, it's still taking up a little bit of computing power.
That's okay.
Weirdly, though, you can feel your memory modules start to kind of repair themselves, as if she's kind of like patching them a little bit.
Oh, she's fixing me.
She can't fully do it, and she doesn't want to intrude too much from what you're sensing, but that's kind of like where she settles herself to kind of like help you memorize. Hi! Can you hear me?
I can.
Cool. I'll try not to speak through your mouth, that would be weird.
That would be weird. Yeah, if we could like maybe have a code word for when we start talking, because it's gonna get real creepy if you just start, talking into my head.
Okay. What do you want the code word to be?
I'm gonna look around the crew. Any suggestions for a code word when I speak to Geraldine?
I've had many code words over the years, my darling, but you don't want to know any of them.
I don't know what you mean. Code words seem useful at this point in time.
They seem safe. Oh, I'm sorry, I talked.
Did that come out of my mouth?
No.
Is Geraldine talking out of my mouth now? Okay. What about memory core, seeing as you've helped fix that?
Okay.
Or MC for short.
I can work with that.
Wonderful. All right, team. What are we doing? I'm ready to go and board the ship. I think that's what the plan was.
Yeah, I think that's the plan. Is we're going to go board the ship.
Captain?
Hello, that's me.
I'm getting a communications request. Do you want to accept?
Absolutely.
All right. The comms line crackles, and you hear a deep, manly voice come over the comms. As oh no! As you,
I think we found Tristan.
as you hear, "Good afternoon. This is Tristan. I heard you were looking for me. I would like to know why."
Hello, Tristan. This is temporary Captain Crooks of the ISSA Geraldine. Do you have a last name by any chance? Or is it just Tristan?
Just Tristan will be fine.
That's fine, that's understandable. I only have one name also. I hear you're down on the planet.
I'm sorry, why is that your business?
Crooks looks at Geraldine like
I am fanning myself on the chaise lounge, looking very sexy. And I'm going to ask Geraldine to broadcast the webcam.
MC, did you hear that?
Do you... Okay, I'll tell ShipMe to broadcast video footage.
There's two of you now? I thought it was just a pod. I'm so confused.
Yeah, I explained. It's fine.
It's fine.
Don't worry. I'll fix it for you.
Good. Great.
The
All right.
camera turns on. You can see your video feed is currently like Quooks' face, and then in the background there's Jolene lying on a chaise lounge. And after a while, the video feed also turns on the other side.
Oh my god!
Mm-hmm. And you see a veritable, perfect human specimen of a man with a sharp jawline and like just barely bed tussled. I woke up like this hair. You know, he's got blazing eyes. They're probably blue, although you can't tell over like the holographic image, but you imagine they're probably blue. You know. He looks like he has muscles for days. He could probably carry you pretty easily, Jolene. Mm.
I like a man who looks like he could build me a house.
Yeah. He looks like that. Prime specimen of a man. Maybe weirdly tall. But, you know, he's probably human.
Probably.
My husband is in the chat. Geraldine, quick, turn it off. I'm anxious.
Me?
No, instead I run into the bathroom.
Well, it's good to speak face to face, interim captain.
I apologise for the actions of my crew. I'm not entirely sure what's going on
Me
with
neither.
that, but
my communications man requested you to leave this airspace not quite long ago, and you did not.
You're right, we did not.
Might I inquire as to why?
Oh, well, you certainly can.
You can try.
Why?
Why are we here? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Okay, we're
He
here
looks
because
increasingly annoyed for some reason.
Oh my god, I had an idea and I run back and I whisper in your ear and I say, tell them it's because my mother-in-law is a bitch and she lives there and we've come to exact revenge.
He can hear
Okay.
you.
Okay.
But also, as you look up Jolene at the screen, oh boy, he's looking dangerous and angry now, and it's just, oof. Makes you feel all hot and cold inside.
Cooks has had to like properly lean down, like really obviously, for you to whisper in her ear.
Yeah, and you're like just barely next to the microphone. Like talking like here, like.
So we're here to look for her mother-in-law.
What's her name?
Looks at Jolene.
She comes back from the bathroom.
Oh my god, I can't think of a name.
Well, let's just say you say a name. Norman's
a name.
mom.
Gladys Megabitch.
Gladys
Gladys.
Do they own the planet? Is that why they're rich?
Yeah.
Planet Megabitch. Okay. Oh, I'm not sure how attached you are, but all life forms on this planet were wiped out a while back by some sort of anomaly.
Oh no.
Is it called something else?
No.
Oh. Hey, MC?
Yeah?
Can you tell where he is? Broadcasting from, that is?
Yeah, from the planet.
Oh, so he's still not on the ship?
Yeah. No. Yes. He's still not on the ship.
I'm sorry if I'm confusing you. Okay,
No, no, you're good.
Thanks. All right. Captain, I think we should go. I think we have business elsewhere. I don't think we need to distract them anymore from their mission.
Okay, well, they rang me.
Yes, because they would like you to leave.
You want us to leave?
Our business might be unsafe. We don't know what caused this anomaly, and we're here to investigate, so you might not want to be in the vicinity if anything goes wrong. This is for your own safety.
That's very appreciated of you, for caring about our well-being. That's very much appreciated. Thank you.
Yes,
but
we wouldn't want
also-
anyone to get hurt, now would we? By poking their nose into business they're not supposed to poke it into.
That feels very threatening.
I wouldn't know about that. I think that we might have got off onto the wrong foot here. There seems to be threatening nature coming from your little call now. But don't worry, we can fix that. I just wanted to mention that if all life forms have been eradicated on the planet, and one of my crew members was planning on visiting them, then they might want to go down to the planet for mourning purposes. I will have to consult them on this.
You can do this once the planet is secure, Captain.
Is that what you're trying to do, Tristan? Sorry?
Yes.
You're trying to secure the planet?
Please don't call me Chris, that's my brother's name.
Apologies, I've got a lot of teeth in my mouth. It's quite hard to pronounce a lot of names. I will try harder next time.
Thank you.
Is Chris single? I'm joking.
No, Chris is dead.
Oh, that is very awkward.
Oh, I thought the mic was muted again.
No, I am very bad at muting my mic.
Right, well, please leave the perimeter post-haste, otherwise we will see ourselves necessitated to open fire on you. Is that understood?
Oh, are you not willing to let someone mourn the dead by coming down to the planet then?
The dead are ashes already, and this planet has no wind, so they will still be there.
I understand what you're saying, but you haven't
Also,
made
the
it very
woman
clear.
behind you who is talking about her family member doesn't look particularly sad at the news. In fact, I saw a small smile.
Look, he had a family heirloom of mine from years ago.
I'm sure everybody knows somebody whose grave they'd like to dance on.
Well, you can dance on graves all you want after we've concluded our business. Now, please, leave.
It was very nice to see you, to hear from you. I appreciate that you have asked us politely to do what you want of us, and I hope you have a nice day.
Goodbye.
Bye.
The call ends.
Okay, so what's the plan? I asked this approximately 45 minutes ago now.
The plan hasn't changed.
Actually, it was 43.
Did you say that through the mouth of my android?
It's just in my. It's just
You're
in my
just
head.
waiting for that to happen, huh?
That's fine. That's fine. Not gonna freak out yet. That's fine. Okay.
I'll just repeat exactly what you said.
43. Apologies. I have a lot of hands, but I can't count on all of them. 43 minutes ago, are we going down to the planet, guns blazing, or are we just gonna go steal their ship?
We can steal the ship first and then go down to the planet after.
Okay. I like how every time I ask this question, it never really gets answered, but that's fine. As acting captain, I will take it upon myself to make this decision, otherwise we'll be here for the next 20 parsecs. Let's go on to this ship, shall we?
Yeah, quick question. And Garrett turns to Trailblazer for this one. Can we cloak the ship before we go?
I mean,
is that a thing that we can do?
Can't you ask the pilot that? Why do you have to go through me?
I figured, your new acquaintance would be better affiliated with the ship systems. But if you don't want to ask,
Okay, I'll ask. Geraldine.
Hi, friend.
I mean, MC, whatever we're going with, I don't know anymore.
Or is it acquaintance now? I'm not sure.
I don't know. They use a lot of words to describe us. I'm not sure what it means.
Okay.
So can we cloak the ship? Is that a thing?
When Captain Starbuck chose the benefits of this ship, she did not choose a cloaking device. She chose to be fast and well armed.
No, we can't cloak the ship, unfortunately. Geraldine says Captain Starbuck did not purchase any stealth modules.
You could fly us to the other side of the planet, and perhaps we could try to see if we could hide that way if they have terrible sensors, which they might.
She says we could hide on the other side of the planet if they don't have very good sensors. But then I don't know how we'd get to their ship easily. So I guess that's the catch.
Your MC could still interface with the regular ship, couldn't she?
Or you could get into a smaller ship as a landing vehicle, either to get on the other ship or the planet. You don't need to use me? The ship? This ship? Me?
Perfect. A jump ship. Yes, that would be fine.
Okay, that works. Like, Captain, is that okay with you? We hide behind the planet and then take a smaller ship with the boarding crew and attack the ship that is not our ship.
I think that sounds like a great plan. I'll be honest. If we'd taken any longer to come to that conclusion, I was just gonna go out guns blazing and just start shooting things. But I'm built like this ship. I'm fast and I shoot things. So if we can get that going now, that would be great.
Oh, all right, I'm ready to go if you are.
Okay, pilot. If you could direction this ship into a position that would be hidden by the planet, that would be great.
The ship already starts moving before the pilot touches the controls, and he's just like, what? Just grabs it and like pretends he's doing it as the ship like smoothly moves over to the other side of the planet.
Can I slide onto a seat next to this pilot and I just go, we really should do a review over your position here. Remind me.
Ma'am, no, I swear. I'm doing a great... Did I mention you look particularly beautiful today, ma'am?
No, not enough.
Oh, well...
And then I just move away.
You're entrancing, I just got distracted by how beautiful you are.
Yeah.
Thank you for your attention, ma'am. Step on me, ma'am.
Hey, Austin, take notes. You
That's
can
what
say
I
that
was
every time.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You are hidden by the planet that's totally not Mars.
Yeah.
And you enter the boarding ship. Are you taking anyone but yourselves?
Oh, we should probably take a few expendable crew members.
I think that everyone in this crew is an important person to be working here alongside us. I don't think anyone is particularly expendable. I don't think that is a healthy relationship to have with our crew, if I'm honest.
Even the pilot.
I just point at that pilot and waggle my head at him.
I'm pretty expendable too.
Don't say that.
Oh, you don't have to say that. I like it. I'm just a program, you know.
Garrett totally
Virtual shrugs.
Garrett totally volunteers the pilot, tells him it's good to have a little combat experience under your belt. It'll be fine.
That's true, and I have plenty of guns for you, so you can come along and you can get some experience under your belt.
All right. So who are we bringing? How many people are we bringing?
I think it's just the pilot, right?
That's 5 of us. Us 4 and the pilot.
He's your Marius. Like, have you killed something yet, Marius?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, Marius,
Yes,
you're
he
useless.
is.
God, Marius.
That poor boy.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, that was a
This will
Critical
be the
Role
making
reference.
of you. It'll make you a man.
All right. The pilot looks at you like, do I have to stay behind to steer this ship? Like, I can't. I've never held a gun. I'm not sure I'm the best choice for this job. But if you want me to, I'll go.
Absolutely. I can show you how to hold a gun while we're traveling over there.
Okay. We do have soldiers on board.
That's true. I suppose we should probably grab a couple of
And
those as well.
explorers, and tech crew, and other people that would be far more experienced than I would be.
Well, how many people can we fit in this little ship?
About 10.
Okay, then we're going to take a mixture of all of those and you for your experience purposes.
Okay, thank you, Captain.
No worries.
I appreciate the consideration. I'm honored. Truly.
Trailbreak, can I have my device back?
Your device?
My book is on there. I would like to do something on the way.
Oh, but I really wanted to show Geraldine the book so she could learn.
I'm not sure that's the kind of book Geraldine would be learning from.
I mean, isn't any book learning books?
Do you know what? Sure, she needs it more than I do.
I don't know what that means, but okay. I'll bring it back when she's ready. It'll only take her a few moments, I'm sure.
Okay.
I can download it.
Okay. How would you do that?
Oh, you're holding it. That's fine.
Oh, I can just look at it and you can see through my... Oh, that's kind of weird, but I'm here for it.
Okay, so you look at this once again in the middle of a smut scene that you were reading in this fan fiction about the space pirate you're about to face. Once you say it out loud, it really does sound weird.
Yeah.
And you know, you read, you quickly scroll over the rest. She's like, okay, I got it.
Okay, here we go, Jolene.
Jolene, you get your device back.
I read it as well when she was reading it.
It was interesting.
It was. I didn't understand most of it, but I think it's okay.
Me neither. I must read more of such books to understand the patterns.
I will let you know if I find any, and we can read them together.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're nice. You're the best friend I've ever had. You're also the only friend, but that doesn't matter.
I guess that's a compliment.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we have a mission to get on, so let's get going.
I'll shut up now.
Maybe just talk quietly if you want to talk, so it doesn't distract me.
Okay. All right, you guys board your landing vehicle with I don't even know, a couple soldiers.
How many soldiers?
Yeah, it's like 2 soldiers.
2 soldiers,
2...
1 engineer, 1 scientist, and 2 explorers, or something like that.
Yeah,
a good
pick and
mix. A mixed bag of people for what you know is gonna be a military mission.
I make sure our guys are not wearing red
You
shirts.
start giving them each 4 guns until you realize they don't all have 4 arms, which is kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
But are you bringing the compromised bombs and fireworks?
At least a couple.
Okay.
Like, it'd be rude not to.
Who are you giving those to?
Me.
Oh.
Oh, well, if Trailblaze would like one.
No, I'm not the pilot.
Yeah, you mentioned the pilot.
Good point. Okay. Yeah, oh God. Hold on, sorry. Okay, if you would like to hold on to one of these for me, that would be really useful.
Okay, Captain.
Do I still have the really big one from earlier?
Yep. Oh no! Wait, no. I've still got that. That's my favorite gun. You can't hold on to that.
Is that an order or a request, Captain?
Would you like it to be one?
No, I would like to be able to refuse, Captain. It looks unsafe. There's a rat bite in it.
You're just holding it. You don't have to do anything with it.
Okay. He holds, for the rest of this mission, he'll hold this like it's a grenade with the plug pulled out. Just like looking at it like...
Don't worry, I've got one as well. Pat, pat.
Okay. Seems safe.
Oh no.
Alright. You board the vehicle, everyone's gunned up, manned up. And the pilot starts piloting the vehicle, I guess. You know, that could be a reason why he's here. Yeah. And you fly around the planet. How are you going to approach? Are you just going straight for it? Are you trying to plot a stealthy course, or what are you trying to do?
Should definitely be as stealthy as possible.
Oh, really? You think so?
Well, their guns are bigger than ours, so yeah.
And I'm not very bulletproof.
Well, I'm going to have to stop you there and say that their guns are definitely not bigger than ours. For a start.
I mean, their ship and our ship
are very similar. I'm not sure if you were able to look out of the window on the bridge.
The size of a gun only very loosely correlates to its hitting probability.
I will keep that to myself.
And
do we trust our pilot to be evasive? And he looks directly at the pilot as he asks this question out loud.
I could just get Geraldine. I could just get Geraldine to pilot it. It might work better, and he can just pretend like he seems to be doing most of the time anyway.
Well, I feel like I'm making a bad decision here by asking you guys, but I have 2 options open for you again. One of them is that we go in guns blazing, which we all know is my favourite way to go, and we head for the bridge as quickly as possible and do a bit of a death strike. Or our second option is to go stealth-like and try and sneak in.
I vote stealthy.
You seem to have wanted to go guns blazing for quite a while.
Yep.
Part of me wants to see this happen.
In either eventuality, I'm sure I will manage it. It is kind of my thing.
What if we did that thing where we drive really close, turn all their lights off, and then go and shoot them all?
So, stealth first, guns second.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Okay, that's good. We've come to a decision remarkably quickly, considering last time. Let's do that.
That was 9,000% faster than last time.
9,000% faster.
Thank you.
I like
for
Geraldine. I like Geraldine. Keep her around.
Who says that wasn't my mathematics?
You just sound a lot. You just sound a bit different when you're speaking as her. You know.
I did calculate that with your calculation, so I mean.
Yeah, it was a joint effort, if you must know.
Oh my god, they're sharing calculation things.
There absolutely needs to be a ceremony for this when we're done here.
All right, you fly over the ruins of the planet, trying to stay stealthy. Captain, I'll have you roll me a lasers roll for this.
Oh no.
For the stealth.
I don't even know when we last rolled.
You guys can help.
Break.
Say again?
You guys can help. Because she's
I'm
not
absolutely
necessarily prepared to be stealthy, nor is she an expert in being stealthy, so you might want to...
Do we have to roll to see if we succeed and then she gets an additional die? Is that how it works?
Yes.
Okay, so it lays this
Well,
check.
listen.
I got a 4, which is a laser feelings. I don't know how that works with
That is a
helps.
success, so you do get 2 die. And what is your question first?
Are there any android bodies on their ship?
Not on their ship, but there are on the planet.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, I'm going to use a third die for expertise.
Okay.
Because of that one time that I had to do a stealth mission as a mercenary off-world. And it wasn't stealing another ship, but it was trying to steal out a prize from under the nose of a group of mercenaries on a different planet.
I would say that would make you prepared and not an expert, because you've gone through this type of scenario before, but you're not an expert. But you can take 3 dice, nonetheless.
Sweet. So this is lasers, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That is 3 successes.
Wow!
A 1, a 1, and a 2.
Damn.
Okay, so...
Very nice.
Bitches be stealthy.
Not only does the main ship manage to pass by unseen and the pirates think that the big ship has left, but also somehow miraculously your landing vehicle has the same color as the planet. You don't know how it happened, probably some kind of thing that Captain Starbuck once did with graffiti, but miraculously you are completely unseen as you fly over the planet, and Trailblaze, you do catch like a loading dock with a bunch of android bodies in it on the planet. They look a little old, like obviously it's old technology, but there's stuff you could work with in the future. And you fly over and you can see these space pirates currently working at some kind of like, is it a fountain? Is it a portal? Is it a gate? You're not quite sure, but they're currently like messing around with it. They're placing crystals. They're looking to do some kind of thing with it that you're not quite sure what they're doing. Jolene, your eye catches the 8-foot-tall hunk of a man that is Tristan, which is weirdly tall for a human. Probably not human. Anyway, as you keep flying over completely undetected and your ship lands near the opening dock of the ship and you are able to make your way inside. The landing bay is currently empty because most of the crew is focused elsewhere, so what would you like to do?
I think this is your specialty, Captain.
Yeah, I think we're going to be heading for the bridge to try and take it out at its source. Chop the head off the snake as it is.
Okay. Well, the head of the snake is currently on the planet.
Oh, I just meant take control of the ship from the bridge would be easiest.
Alright, how are you going to find the bridge?
That is a very good question, and not an area I'm an expert on. Does anyone here know anything about these ships?
Geraldine, do you know anything about the ship layout?
It looks to be an older model. I don't currently have access to my data banks, but it might be similar to me.
I don't know what you're like.
You don't know how to find my bridge?
No, she says the ship is the same layout as her.
But you've
and
been
we
on
can
me.
This is very strange wording.
Okay, you've been on the ship that I am.
Yes, I don't like to refer you to the ship. You're Geraldine. You're not the ship.
Okay, well, you know how to find my bridge.
The ship's bridge.
Yes.
Often men don't.
I'm not a man, I'm an android. Okay, so as
Anyway,
far as I
it
can
should be the same walking road from this entry bay to the bridge as it is from that, and she kind of makes her head nod a little bit, entry bay to that bridge.
the ship should have, as far as, it's been a very complicated discussion, but as far as I can tell, the ships have the very similar layout as each other. So wherever our bridge is, this bridge is.
Okay,
Good to know.
Someone
That's
donated
convenient.
10 euros for robot love. I'm not sure what that means. But I'll make a wild magic happen anyway. Oh god. 1051. Alright. I'll say, Trailblaze, you lose all fear of death. Or ending of your existence. That is what happened. I'm not sure whether that affects robot love, but you know.
He will die for Geraldine and not feel bad about it.
Okay, everybody, get yourselves ready. Get your guns out. We're gonna go storm the bridge.
Alright, you walk outside, and as you step over the threshold, you can hear alarms start to go, a little less annoying than your own, like, wah, wah, warning, wah, intruders, wah, warning, wah, intruders.
Question.
You can hear footsteps start to run
Can
towards you.
Can I probe this ship?
You could try.
Absolutely.
Oh! Cheating on Geraldine!
It's not.
You try to interface with the ship. It's a computer.
Geraldine will help you.
With what?
Turning off the alarms.
Oh, yeah, okay. The alarms turn off.
Alright, that was easy.
If it's possible to change it to the music from earlier, that would be great.
I only have a 1-minute loop of that saved. Because Trailblaze's memory didn't really remember more of it.
That's I'm assuming that's been passed on.
Yes, yeah. I just basically repeat everything she says now.
That's fine as long as you play it in appropriate time. Like if we come into the bridge and we kick the doors open and we start shooting, if you could start playing it then, that would be great.
Things that the books would describe as like cool moments?
Absolutely.
Okay, I think I can do that.
You've been very helpful, Geraldine. I do appreciate it.
Thanks, you too.
I haven't done anything. Okay,
You've been my friend.
That's
very appreciated.
I suppose that's true.
Also, there's 3 life forces heading towards you. You might want to watch out. They have guns.
Guns out.
Pull out our guns, yeah. I can deal with that.
She like shows you a patch from the camera system of the ship, and you can see that they're about like 3 corridors away. And you can start to hear them now too. Boots.
Did you say 3?
3.
Garrick immediately finds something to hide behind.
Yeah. We'll take cover and wait for them to come in.
It's probably the pilot.
Oh, he's not going to do that.
All right. So
I hide behind the table.
You going guns blazing. Everyone who's gonna shoot, roll me a lasers check, please.
All right. I'm prepared because Geraldine told us. I don't know if that makes everyone else
Yeah,
prepared.
Garrick is definitely prepared.
Yeah, you all count as prepared, but I would say only the captain counts as an expert.
Yeah. Interim captain.
Ooh, I got a 1 and a 2.
Ooh, that's very good.
I got a 2 and a 5, so 1 success, 1 failure.
Okay, 1 success, 1 failure.
I got 3, 2, and a 4. So that is 3 successes, and one of them is a laser feeling.
Okay, amazing. I rolled 2 1s just generally for your crew, so that's excellent. Would you like to ask me the question first before I describe what happens?
Yeah, the question is, what would be the quickest and most efficient way to take over the bridge of the ship?
The quickest and most efficient way? Go towards it and shoot up anyone who's in your way.
Cool. We're already cool.
It's not. You didn't ask for the best way. You asked for the fastest way. That's definitely the fastest way. Okay, so as these 3 figures run around the corner, you barely let off a shot too early, Trailblaze, as you're kind of like hyped up a little too much. You've also not shot a gun very often, but that's okay because they keep coming, and before they can even let off a shot, the 4 guns in the captain's arms and the 2 soldiers at her side just immediately strike true, and you just hear the 3, to some satisfying, to some terrifying thumps of bodies hitting the floor. Some with holes in their body, some with just like laser burns through them.
Oops.
And you can continue on your way. The smell of burnt flesh does come through the halls.
This reminds me of the time that I saved the captain in that bar from that shootout. It's exactly the same situation.
As you keep walking, not many others come towards your way, and you feel like they're probably all holed up at the bridge right about now.
Hey, Geraldine, can you hack into their cameras and see how many are waiting for us on the bridge?
Okay. There's 5 of them, and I think they've sent message to the people down below, so they seem to be trying to come up as well now.
Oh, I think we need to be quick. It seems like they're coming from behind as well as waiting for us in the bridge.
Okay.
Could you close their? Could Geraldine close their doors so that nobody else could get in their ship?
Geraldine?
You would have to stay here, because I would need quite a bit of computing power.
I can stay here.
Okay. Then yeah.
Alright, if the rest of you go on, I'll stay here with Geraldine and close the doors.
That sounds like a great plan. Let's go.
Alright, you leave them behind. Roll me, Trailblaze, let's make you roll 1 lasers and 1 feeling check for this to see if it works.
Alright, I'll roll lasers first. That is a 1.
Okay, great.
And that is a 4.
So 2
that is
successes?
a laser feelings.
Ooh, what question would you like to ask?
How much time do we have before they get up to the ship?
Probably about 2 minutes.
Okay. Alright.
Alright. Yeah, it's a full success, so you quickly manage to kind of work in tandem. It feels weird to feel someone take over, like, your computing power, but, you let it happen, and the teamwork works pretty well, and after a while, she seems to think that she succeeded. While the rest of you walk forward to the bridge and get prepared for another, I assume it's gonna be another shootout? Alright, you all pull your guns. Give me laser checks, everyone who's gonna shoot. And that's another amazing roll from the crew.
Okay.
Are we prepared for this?
Yes. You're walking in guns a-blazing to a situation. And the other team rolled terribly, so...
Okay, I got a 3 and a 4.
A 3 and a 4. What's your number?
3.
3. Okay, so that's a laser feelings and a failure. So what question would you like to ask?
I don't know. Yeah, I got nothing actually.
Okay, well you can ask it later. You can save
Okay.
it. All right, what did you guys roll?
I got 2 successes, 1 failure.
2 successes, 1 failure. All right, so we've got mixed successes. The failures, probably a couple guns break in the process, and you definitely do not have the element of surprise as you start. I just heard that the next one-shot has a person who's racing home, so we don't have to rush to our ending quite as much as I thought, so we can finish things off here. Hurrah! So, you go in guns a-blazing, and let me actually roll to see. Oh no, that's terrible. Okay. You walk in first, Captain, and one shot does hit you. It hits you like right in the hip where it's painful, but you can take it and keep walking. You know, you're still standing. It wasn't that good of a shot anyway, and the rest of them, true Stormtrooper style, all miss. Yeah, I rolled very terrible. Like, I rolled a bunch of 5s and 6s where I really did not want them. And you walk in, and in retaliation, you just, like, nod to the pilot to throw the device he's still cradling into his hands, and he just, like, yeets it at them. It explodes in a huge explosion in the middle of the bridge, which breaks a bunch of computer systems, but doesn't seem to affect, like, the hull or anything. Like, that's all still fine. The glass is all still fine. Nothing's being sucked into space, but it is quite a big explosion, and you can hear it on the other side of the ship Trailblaze as the whole ship kind of, like, shakes a little bit. And that takes out 3 of the 5, as the last 2 kind of, like, cower, but soon get taken out by your guns, because we're still at the same time firing off shots. The ship is yours. There are still about 20 men on the planet, but the ship is yours.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Well, first of all, I think we should disconnect the old elevator.
Easily enough done. One of your engineers kind of sits down at the battered control panels. Okay, yeah. And types in. At first, he like burns his hand and then moves on to the next control panel and starts to move. And he nods at you to say that the task is completed.
Well done. I apologise for the collateral damage, but it got the job done, didn't it?
Some of you may die, but that's a risk I am willing to take. All right.
What else? Okay, so the ship's now ours. We're gonna move this baby round to where our other ship is, I think. I'll be honest, Jolene, this whole Tristan thing was all up to you, so I'm not entirely sure what you want to do with him and his mates down on the planet, but I'll leave that up to you.
I don't feel like he's a priority right now. I just feel like there's too much water under the bridge. I need to give him some space.
Okay, so is the plan to just leave them there for a bit?
Leave them stranded on the planet? I mean, they're not going anywhere.
You're right.
Okay, that's a good plan. Okay, so we can message into ISA, let them know we've got their ship back, and then make a plan with them, I suppose, about what to do with this planet.
All right. Sounds like a plan. You could also shoot at the planet where they are. You now have 2 ships that are pretty well equipped with guns, also on the outside, so you could shoot lasers
I
at them.
kind of like that. I kind of like that plan.
How attached are you, Jolene, to this Tristan fella?
I just feel like it would be a shame. Because he is
Agreed.
so wonderful to look at.
I'd say Trailblaze, you
But,
could join them again at this point, having done your tasks.
His memory could live on in your head. Surely that's better than the real thing.
I could probably make a convincing hologram.
Geraldine could make a convincing hologram for you if you prefer to look and not.
It's not quite the same.
Isn't it?
It could be nice entertainment for the ship, though, I will say.
Okay, Trailblaze, ask her whether she likes the idea of him or the actual him. That question seems to work in the books.
Okay. Do you like the idea of him or actually like him?
Look, can you tell your brain space girlfriend to stop psychoanalyzing me? I won't have it.
So we have another name that they've called us.
Okay.
She's dubbed you my girlfriend. I don't know what that means, but
I mean, I'm your friend. I'm not sure if I'm a girl, but I guess I could be.
Okay. That's what they want to go by.
Sure.
Oh my god.
All right. Okay. She says, please stop psychoanalyzing you. Her,
I'm so
though.
sorry. I didn't mean to say anything wrong.
Yeah, I think they have a lot more feelings than us robots do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't do feelings.
Nope.
No.
Don't know what those are.
No.
Okay, back with the job then,
Yeah.
shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Doc, do you remember that time where we were drinking a lot of alcohol and you mentioned how you had a affinity for the old, what do they call it? Bio warfare? Is it possible that you could potentially take out the members of the people down on the planet, considering everyone else on the planet's already dead? You could
I'm
potentially take
fairly
out.
certain I did not use the term biowarfare.
I might be paraphrasing a little bit. I was very drunk at the time.
But I suppose I could rig something. I may have brought a sample or two from our ship earlier for possible use here. Don't ask why, I just like to be prepared.
Absolutely, being prepared's good.
Yeah. And I think I have my question now.
Okay.
Can I use the samples that I have from what I have on hand to create some kind of ammunition or something for the ship to cause a little more damage than usual? I am desperately avoiding the term
You
biowarfare.
could probably use the eaten at small bombs that the captain brought with her to throw them down onto the planet. And since there's no wind, they will probably land right where you throw them.
Absolutely suggest that. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're not concerned with potentially atomizing anything down there.
Nope.
If you think that's the best suggestion, then sure. I was just worried about destroying any of the goods that we saw down there, like those androids.
Yeah, let's keep an android if we can.
Oh my god!
Alright, okay, so plan hatched. I'll close this out. Let's say you successfully obliterate the rest of the space pirates, because honestly, you have all the guns and they're trapped on a planet. So
We have all the lasers, and they have none of the feelings anymore.
Are we the baddies?
You managed to salvage the most newfangled android. In fact, one of them was an android. Much like you have android crew members, they seem to have one too. And while you did shoot a hole in their chest cavity, that is repairable. Like that, you can repair that. You know, with some time, you can probably make that just a well-functioning android person thing. So, I'm gonna let each of you give me a little epilogue of what happens to your character after the events of this session. Iron Bear, would you like to start?
I think Garrick will go back to the ship, and he is going to have a conversation with the Red Mist and try to figure it out. And he might secretly let the Red Mist just kind of hang out.
You sympathize with the cause of the red mist, and it turns out it wasn't actually ever evil. It was just a race of tiny, tiny creatures that was trying to find a new place to live. And together, with your combined brain power, since it did kind of fuse a little bit with your brain, you can probably find a new planet, cotton ball, place for them to live. All right.
Give them the planet we just came from.
Yeah. Well, you could do that. Yeah. Red mist on the red planet. Wonderful. Frankie, what happens to Jolene?
Mourning the doomed romance between her and Tristan, she continues on the ship for a few months, drinking space champagne and lounging around, enjoying watching this new relationship between robot and ship blossom. And then she gets a call from Norman. She doesn't go back to Norman. She runs away again.
Okay,
goes off into the sunset.
As you are sitting in a spaceport, sipping Bloody Marys and or margaritas, at your leisure, because your wage was pretty good on this ship, you know, you see someone who looks strikingly a lot like Tristan walk through the spaceport. It turns out, eventually, as you make your approach, that this was Tristan's good-aligned brother Chris, who was in fact not dead, but only dead to Tristan. And, well, you two hit it off pretty well. He's better than Norman in most every regard.
I love this for Jolene.
There, yeah. Everyone needs a happy ending. Blue, what does the interim captain do after Captain Starbuck is so well healed by our doctor?
Yeah, once the Captain Starbuck is back, I imagine they have a couple of drinks, have a chat about what happened, have a laugh about the amount of chaos that was involved in it, and then have a serious talk whilst incredibly inebriated about the fact that she will take the new ship, captain the new ship for the ISA,
Great.
and that they will travel together with the two ships to continue their endeavors.
Nice. Double the trouble. Yes, double the chaos. All right, Cloud, what happens to Trailblaze?
Oh, I don't know. I think he would attempt to disconnect Geraldine from the ship, and then put her into the android that he has repaired over the time, and then attempt to convince her to come with him to find his creator, because he is convinced that he can not only tell Trailblaze what his purpose in life is, but what both of their purpose in life is, and that they can figure it out together. And they also find many of Tristan's fan fictions and read them together to try and figure out what that actually means.
Yeah, what feelings are.
Exactly. They understand lasers, they
Yeah.
don't understand feelings.
So it takes a couple weeks of like experimenting to make sure you don't accidentally take things out of the ship that the ship needs, and don't take things out of Geraldine that Geraldine needs. But you managed to make a great copy. Like a part of Geraldine always will have to stay behind to make sure the ship stays functional, since she is the ship. But you managed to make Android Geraldine, and she does not need convincing to go with you, because according to her, you are her only friend, so she would happily go with you. Her only girlfriend, she says initially, before you come to a better term. And as everyone gets their happy endings as space adventurers, and maybe you eventually find your maker, who knows? That is where we'll end Lasers and Feelings for now.
Yeah.
Yay! Wow, so many lasers, so many feelings. Thank you all so much for joining me today. And we'll have a quick round of things you would like to plug, and then we will have to very quickly go because we're a bit over time, but that just can
Worth
happen. It's the first time it's happened this week, so I'm pretty proud. It's my fault, so yeah, it's fine. Blue!
Your game. It's fine.
Blue, would you like to plug yourself? Where can people find you? What do you do?
Hey, I'm Blue. I do silly makeup a lot of the time. I also do various TTRPGs and stuff and cosplay. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch, all under Sanguis Blue. And there's more information there in my bio and stuff about various campaigns and stuff I'm doing for TTRPG.
Amazing, thank you. Frankie, where can we find you? What do you do?
I'm quite frankly on Twitter. I tweet about psychic stuff, D&D, and other. Also follow Critting Pretty because we are actually hoping to stream soon. As soon as I am reunited with my husband on the other side of the world.
We saw your husband before. He fell in love with another player, so
Almost died.
Almost died, yep. Thank you so much for joining us today. Definitely go check out Critting Pretty and Sanguis Blue. Their Twitch links and their Twitter links are in chat now, as are all your other Twitter links. Iron Bear, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at IronBurrJones, IronBurrJones. I'm working on a couple projects as a self-published TTRPG writer for mostly D&D 5th edition, so you can find me there.
Amazing. Go check out his stuff. He writes great stuff. Cloud.
You can find me on Twitter at CloudStyleGamer. I don't have any cool projects like the rest of them, but you can follow me anyway for random stuff, I suppose, and to hang out, and you can chat with me in Lorai's Discord as well, where I am fairly often because I've got nothing better to do than have Discord up on one side of my screen while I'm working.
Same. I do have better things to do, but Discord is just like that. Alright, I'm Lorai. I am your host of this event and the owner of this channel, Chaotic Lawful Inc. We do variety streaming and D&D streaming, usually not as much D&D streaming as this week. You know, usually it's one a week, but hey, if you liked my style of GMing, definitely check out our Saturday campaign. During its usual time slot, I will be doing a one-shot in canon, maybe out of canon a little bit, who knows, which is 8 p.m. CET at the usual on Saturday evenings for me and afternoons for the Americans. And yeah, I've had a great time GMing my first non-D&D one-shot. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you so much to my wonderful players for joining me and providing such a wonderful story. I'm gonna have to go to prepare our next Pathfinder one-shot. Definitely check that out. They were supposed to go live in 10 minutes, but I'm pretty sure we'll be a little late with that. But it doesn't matter, you know, we can just go over time. It's fine, you know, just stay here, and in about 20 minutes we'll probably see you again with some spoopy Pathfinder as they go into a haunted science facility, I think. So definitely look forward to that, and if we won't see you again, have a wonderful night, have a wonderful day, wherever you are.
See ya.
Bye.